When it matters, get the job done marvellously well by a verified trusted trader professional.
Talk Sport.
Good afternoon, I'm Max Scott here with your sports headlines. Danny Murphy told talkSPORT Jude Bellingham is the next best to fill in for Harry Kane if he's not fit. But England legend Stuart Pearce has another idea and was disappointed Tuchel didn't trial it last night.
On the back of what I've seen at Newcastle, I've been championing, let's see a little bit of Gordon playing as a centre-forward, and yesterday was a great opportunity.
11 weeks till England play Croatia in their World Cup opener. Remember, talkSPORT's got commentary of every game during the tournament. Now, with Roberto Zerbi tasked with saving Spurs' Premier League status, his former midfielder Adam Lallana is convinced he'll achieve just that.
I'm just so glad he's gone straight back into work, because football's a better place with him in work.
What's your gut feeling, Adam? Can he keep them up?
Definitely. Not even a doubt in my mind.
We understand there's a hefty bonus on the table should De Zerbi keep them up. Now, Lamine Yamal has condemned intolerable Islamophobic chanting during Spain's friendly with Egypt last night. Barcelona winger was visibly upset as the abuse was heard at the RCDE stadium. It comes the same day as a man from Gateshead was arrested for suspected racist abuse during the recent Time Weird derby. Harry Maguire's been charged by the FA with improper conduct towards the fourth official following his red card against Bournemouth. He risks a further suspension should he be found guilty. And Jermaine Defoe wants to do what no other manager has achieved at Woking, get them into the Football League.
The main sort of objective is, of course, to get promoted. I think with the players that we've got, some good players here, some top players. The games that I've watched, I've been really impressed, and I believe that me and my coaching staff, I think that we can go to the next level.
The former Spurs striker has been speaking to the media for the first time as manager.
Talk Sport News.
The BBC's confirmed it knew about a police investigation into Scott Mills nearly a decade ago. And Donald Trump claims Iran's president has asked for a ceasefire, which America will consider if a key shipping route is reopened. More with Emma at past.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit, where we've got a wider range of premium tyres than Britain has rainy days. Visit your local centre or book at quickfit.com today.
Much cloudier than yesterday. Wind and rain moving south from Scotland towards northern England and Wales.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Drive on Talk Sport. Happy Wednesday. It's me, Andy Goldstein, and alongside me is the legend, the superstar, former England International 100 Club member, Hall of Famer.
It's Darren here, by the way, Darren Bent.
Darren Bent. How about that for an intro?
That's unbelievable from you, that.
Man, I'm in a great mood today. Good work. Right, Jingo, we've got a show for you today. We'll be looking back on a boring international break for England as they lose to Japan at Wembley. Did we learn anything? Do you care? I really don't. It'll be another World Cup without Italy as they lose to Bosnia on pens off the back of that. Ben is going to pick his World 11 made up of players not there this summer, and we'll be asking the question, should we have a best of the rest of the world that aren't going in the World Cup? That'd be amazing. We'll also discuss a very interesting story. If you've not heard this, you need to. In the EFL, it raised concerns around Michael O'Neill's dual role as Northern Ireland boss and Blackburn gaffer. And we'll be joined by an absolute superstar on the show, Moses Itauma. Moses Itauma on our show live today, by the way. All that plus we'll bring you what's happening in Bent a day early, and we head to the Chisora Wilder Open Workout. What a show. What a great, if you have plans, cancel them. It's all going on here today between 4 and 7. It's Drive on Talk Sport. Get involved. 03717 223344.
I'm in the middle of rewatching Spartacus, the TV program.
No, I'm in the middle of rewatching Spartacus.
No, I am.
No, I'm in the middle of... How are you?
Good, man.
There's a very funny story about that. So that's obviously Kirk Douglas in Spartacus. Mm-hmm. And the story is that Kirk Douglas's nephew, I'm going back a long, long, long time ago, was trying his hand at stand-up comedy at the Comedy Club in LA, and was going down an absolute bomb. No one was laughing. Yeah. And he said, this is genuinely true. He said, don't you know who I am? I can't believe you're not laughing. I'm Kirk Douglas's nephew. And someone at the back stood up and went, I'm Kirk Douglas's nephew. And then someone else did it. I thought it was a great gag. True story as well.
John, let me write that down.
No, that is a great,
yeah,
story.
It's unbelievable, that, yeah.
Oh, go on then.
Kirk Douglas' nephew Comedy Club. That is unbelievable. What?
Seriously, thanks, man.
Yeah, brilliant.
No, that is a good story.
Yeah, Kurt Douglas' nephew.
Let me write, need a new wingman.
Honestly, Kurt Douglas' nephew. That's where you're going with that story.
That is a good story. That is a good story. Before we start today's show, well, we have started it. I just started to say this morning I played golf, right? And it was, as you were, it was summer teas.
Yes, West Essex?
It was West Essex, best golf course in the world.
Oh, Beaverbrook, no?
Yeah, forget Beaverbrook. West Essex, best course in the world. But it was summer teas. So all the hard work they've been doing over the winter to get the course ready, today, it was ready. Let me tell you now, because the sun wasn't shining, but it was cool out. It was nice.
Yep.
There was no wind, and you were on the proper tees.
So what have you been playing off recently?
Well, you play off like winter tees, we're a little bit closer, and it's a bit more difficult. The ground's horrible, but like you hit a nice drive, for I'm saying, there's a bit of carry. Whereas when you're playing in the winter, it just goes into the ground and stays there.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden today, it was like I said, it was like someone had pressed a switch, and all of a sudden it's like summer golf was starting. It was beautiful. We played Andy and Ken, and they beat us 3-2 to play.
How was your performance?
Not as bad as Monday. Not great. I had new grips.
You ever played well?
I have recently. I've been playing all right, but
every time I ask you, how'd you play? You go, that's all I hear.
Golf. That's golf. Like Danny Murphy, prime example. Danny Murphy, unbelievable golfer.
Yeah, unbelievable.
He'll never be happy because that's what golf does to you.
No, you must be happy at some point.
You're never happy if you're a golfer. You never. Everything's a bit like. Let's just say, for argument's sake, my goal at the moment is to constantly beat or break 90. I've done it maybe 8 times, maybe 10, but certainly no more than 10. Right? If I got like 3 or 4 88s. And then I was on for an 86, and I got an 88. I go, because you're constant. You can't beat golf. That's why it's so addictive.
Do you understand? You play at this club a lot.
Yeah,
you play a lot of
all
golf
the time. Yeah.
How are you not getting any better?
No, it's not getting any better. I am getting better. Over the last year, my handicap's come down.
So what are you now?
I'm about 18.9 now, and I was about 21. So I've come down like 2.5.
And is that
in a year? That's good.
Is that good for golf? 18.
It means that if someone had a golf day and went, "Do you want to come?" I wouldn't embarrass myself. I wouldn't be great, but I wouldn't embarrass myself.
Okay, that's all right then. So you can play at a decent level, like you can hold your own.
Yeah, I'd rather someone else held mine.
Okay.
But yeah, it was all right. And also, just quickly, I can't remember what it was, but Max Scott was talking about the news, mentioned Stuart Pearce's name, I can't remember why. But Pearce is with me tomorrow, and I asked Stuart Pearce when he was last in, that the next time he's in, could he bring in his World Cup 90 shirt and his Euro 96 shirt? And he said, remind me the day before, fella. And so I text Stuart Pearce this morning going, you with me tomorrow? Can you bring him in? So hopefully tomorrow on the show, he'll bring in those shirts.
Nice.
Do you get giddy when people bring in shirts? I would get very excited.
Yeah, it depends on who the person is. Like if Dino walked in the door and he did yes.
Yeah, but he could walk in his pants and you go,
I can't have them.
Take them off.
Yeah.
No, but let's just say, for home say, I came in and went, look at this Ronaldinho shirt. Would that excite you?
Yeah. I mean, listen, if Righty or someone like that gave me a shirt, like from...
What, one of Righty's shirt?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
That would. Okay, so it does work still for you.
Yeah, of course. So even certain players that I see, like when I was in the World Cup and you see certain legends, like, okay, for instance, when we was in America, Nuno Gomez did the show with us, didn't he?
Yeah.
I loved watching him.
Yes, if he would have bought one of his shirts in for you,
I'd have been, yeah, unbelievable. I'd have preferred if he bought the headband in when he used to wear the Alice band.
That was cool, yeah. Was it Nedved wore headband? Have I made that up? Did he wear? He did wear one, yeah. I don't know why that's...
Nedved, maybe, Pavel Nedved.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the other one. He played for Middlesbrough as well. Not as well. Who's a...
yeah.
Mendieta.
Yeah. I was going to say, good-looking lad. He was a good-looking boy. Yeah. We've got a busy show. How about that? Moses Itauma will join us a bit later on. Live. First interview's done on talkSPORT since the weekend's demolition.
Demolition job.
So that'd be good.
I'm looking forward to that.
I'll pretend to be Moses Itauma. You ask me a question. Ask me the obvious question.
Who do you want to fight next?
Well, it's all down to what my team think. We'll see what he says. He's a good lad. We've had him on before. He's a very clever, bright boy as well. So I'm looking forward to that. That'd be great. But we're going to start in the only place we can. That's, of course, England, who were beaten by Japan 1-0 at Wembley. It was live on talkSPORT last night. So here's an interesting question. Who has played themselves out of the World Cup squad?
McLemore inside the penalty area. He's gone square to his right-hand side. And he's side-footed in by Itauma. And Japan lead.
England didn't really offer anything until they actually went direct.
Yes.
And got Maguire burn on. They got lots of crosses in, lots of corners.
We turned into set-piece FC at the end. Phil Foden, he's going to be 30 at the next World Cup, and I don't think he's going to be going to this one. So
wow.
I think his peak years, we won't be seeing him at a World Cup, which I think is such a shame.
And it's victory for Japan. And England are booed off. A really inauspicious pair of games in March.
Yeah, England lost 1-0 home to Japan last night. Final game before Thomas Tuchel names his World Cup squad. That follows the 1-1 draw against Uruguay last week. Thomas Tuchel spoke to talkSPORT after the game. He was asked whether the experiment to play Philip Foden up front had worked.
Not just him. If you play in a 10 position, you expect what you expect from a 10. You expect assists, you expect goals, you expect shots, you expect dribblings, you expect dropping a shoulder. This is what you expect. When you play on the 10, you want the real 10. I mean, both of them couldn't make the difference. But the structure was also too narrow, so we made it difficult for ourselves. And from here we go. This is where we are at the moment.
We'll talk about the players, including Cole Palmer and Phil Foden, in just a moment. Just a quick word about the game, and as I call it, the madness that followed. I watched a bit at the sports bar. I was listening to the breakfast show this morning. People phone up going, losing the plot. This is disgraceful. We shouldn't be losing. For me, I don't know what your view is. For me, these are two meaningless games that have come at the wrong time of the season, with players involved that have bigger fish to fry at club level. You look at England in games that mattered when we were qualifying. I think we played 8, we won 8, and we didn't concede a goal. That is all I care about. Last night's result means nothing. You can read nothing into that game.
Do you know what it is? You're right, but it's also that English arrogance. That's the problem, and it happens all the time. Whoever we play against, I will smash them. I thought last night, Japan played some really good stuff, and they found themselves in some really good situations where the scoreline could have been a little bit worse. But when you pick a team like Thomas Tuchel, because Thomas Tuchel, this isn't a team that's going to start the World Cup. He's still having a look, trying to figure out who he wants to take, who can play where, systems, relationships. You get disjointed performances like we've seen the last 2 internationals because some of these players are not used to playing with each other. So from that aspect, you're like, okay, everyone just calm down. Just calm down, because I thought, as I said, Japan played really, really well. There were some performances I thought played well. I thought Elliot Anderson again was outstanding. I thought he was brilliant. I thought Kobe Mainoo played well. I thought the 2 centre-halves, I'd say probably more Gahey than Konza, played better out of the 2. But yes, it's, as you said there, it was about Thomas Tuchel looking at situations like the Foden in the false 9, looking at, Rodgers from the right-hand side, because I've not seen him do that before. Mainoo and Anderson playing next to each other. He's looking at, where can we play in case different opposition, different situations. But I would have, of course, I would have expected more of a performance. But at the same time, you get disjointed performances like this because he's effectively it's like everyone here, not everyone, but when you get a trialist match and you go, right, here's 11 trialists, away you go. It was a little bit like that.
Yeah.
So, and even the chances that we created was more down to the individual rather than the actual tactics or the gameplay.
What about relationships within the 11? So the only one I can see at club level was Gahey and O'Reilly, right? How important is it that the players on the pitch know each other well at international level?
Well, I think that's why England, for so long, not for so long, certainly under Gareth Southgate's tenure, I know they didn't win anything, but getting to finals, it was Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, John Stones, Kyle Walker, Pickford.
Yeah.
So that 5 is just set in stone.
Yeah. Unless
Unless one of those are injured, that's the 5. So their relationship was fine. And you had, at the time, certainly earlier on, Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice knew each other like it was, do you know what I mean? It was just there, Saka, Kane.
Yeah.
So there's relationships building all over the place. At the minute, he's still trying to figure that out. Now, I like the fact that he played, because I would start Gahey, Konza as my 2 centre-halves, and obviously Pickford's going to start. So I quite like that he's got, those are the 3.
And you think Reece James will start if he's fit?
Exactly, but then you're almost like, what's going to happen with Reece James? But those 3, I think, will start. So there's a relationship building there. I do think people are getting carried away. But again, not the days of the internationals where you're playing teams and beating them 8-0 are done.
Yeah.
Every single team now can play. Everyone's got good coaching
and
now.
Also, if we would have played Japan with a full strength team and won 5-0, people would have gone, it's only Japan.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. There are some people that have got a lot to do now between now and the end of the season.
Okay, so on the back of what you just said, what players do you think have played themselves out of Thomas Tuchel's thinking?
I'm not necessarily sure anyone's played themselves completely out of it, but when you talk about more to do, I mean, Phil Foden, and do you know what? I feel a bit for Phil because
me too.
Playing in the wrong position, I think he's got work to do. Cole Palmer, I think even he's got work to do as well. I think O'Reilly, I think he'll be there. I think he's fine. I think Mainoo was decent. But the starting team, even Ben White to some extent, maybe more to do. But it's going to be, with Ben, it's interesting to see what happens between now and the end of the season because he hasn't played many minutes because he's opted for...
Who are you talking about?
Ben White.
Oh,
because
White, yeah.
Timber's played. And then if Timber hasn't played, it's been Mosquera who's gone on the right back. So I think he's got to get minutes club level and then we'll have that discussion. But the 2 that jump off the plane were Palmer and Foden. Like, that was I looked at those 2 and just thought, like, come on, I need a little bit more. But even come off the bench, I think Lewis Hall was decent. I think Solanke's probably got more to do. I think Jared Bowen potentially, but I like him.
Yeah.
I think the door's open for so many players, but those two that started are the two I'd go,
Okay, lots to talk about from last night's football. We'll ask, did you learn anything about England? Do the performances in the last 2 games matter? And also, has any player played themselves out of the World Cup squad? 3 questions, 1 number to dial. We'd love to hear from you. It's a busy show. Moses Itauma will be joining us live on today's show as well. Before any of that, we'll take your calls, 03717 223344. We're talking England on Drive right after this.
Derek Chisora's retiring after this weekend, so maybe Del Boy can come in and do a better job than all these other guys.
Maybe.
I've also spoken to him. He's going to come in and walk up and down Simon's back this morning to try and sort that out.
Jason Schiffman, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Simon. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good. Well, I wish you back better anyway.
Thank you, mate.
My view is that I think that we need to bring a manager in that's going to sign a contract so the players believe that that manager is going to be there next season. I don't think it's a great look when you sign these managers up and they're only signed temporarily, because then all of a sudden the players don't seem to have the same respect for that manager, because they're thinking, well, he's not going to be here in a few weeks. Do I think that this guy can come in and do a job? I certainly hope so. I think the fans are behind the players at the moment. I think I saw an amazing atmosphere, even though we lost 3-0. And I just think this is still the team that got 4 points out of City this season. So the players in that squad that are capable of winning games, but we do need a manager that's capable of getting the best out of them.
Yeah, I mean you're on your final chance, are you not, Jason? It's critical now.
Listen, it's almost not in our hands, because if West Ham get that win, then all of a sudden we're in this position where we're looking.
Jason, just
around us.
Just a quick one here. So there's an element of concern about De Zerbi. Do you share that concern? And who would you go for in this situation? Everyone's talking about maybe Glenn Hoddle or Tim Sherwood.
The reason a lot of fans that call up this show get the hump when they hear about Thomas Frank.
Rhythm of the night. Who sings this?
This is the rhythm of my life.
It's a beer. Corona. Budweiser. Is it Corona? That's an unbelievable guess. Driver and talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. Still to come with your questions in What's Happening, Benty. Your chance to ask anything you want.
Enjoying the show, yeah?
Joe, bouncing away. Yes, your chance to ask Darren Bent anything you want. The weirder, the better. Just send a voice note on WhatsApp to 03717223334 with your message. It must start with What's Happening, Benty. Put your name in it. A lot of people forget their name. Just quickly, Man City were reportedly trying to sign Elliot Anderson from Forest before the Summer's World Cup.
Yeah, I thought so, yeah. I mean, they said that a deal was nearly done a couple of months back.
Yeah, I'm going to write down how much I'd pay for him tomorrow. Realistically, like, not 200 million. Go on.
85?
Okay, 75, yeah. I think it's a fantastic player. I really do. Golf. Tiger Woods will miss the Masters. He takes a step away from the sport to focus on his health following a car crash.
Oof, come on, Tiger, man.
Yeah, just get a driver. I mean, a car driver. Do you know
Ain't short of a few, Bobby.
Just get a chauffeur, mate. Do you know what I mean?
When you got a couple of billion in the pocket, come on, man.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Just get your mate to drive you about. It's quite simple.
Are you gutted that he's not in the Masters?
Yeah, of course I am.
Even though you know he's not going to win it, you just having him there.
There'll be more exposure and excitement around his first tee shot than any other player on tour.
It's mad, that, isn't it? Yeah. Is that because people love him?
Yeah, and he's a genius. Like, geniuses in sport don't come around too often, right? Like Messi and Ronaldo. Whoever's next, Mbappe, ain't a genius.
Okay, so you're putting Cole Palmer in that because you call him a genius.
No, but you know what I mean.
No,
but I'm joking with that. But
so he's not a genius.
You know what I mean.
Sure, that's unbelievable from you, by the way. I love that from you.
No. Okay, I'll answer that. If you're going to be like that, both of you. He's not a world-class genius.
You're a genius, right?
Premier League genius. I've set my own levels. But you know what I mean? They come about every...
Yeah,
like Ronnie O'Sullivan, right? Ronnie O'Sullivan is nearly...
Like Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt, Ronnie O'Sullivan. Where's the next one?
Littler. I mean, he's...
Okay, Littler, there you go. Phil Taylor, Littler. We had to wait 20 years, 25 years for the next one. So you got someone like Tiger Woods, like, oh my goodness. Like, you know, people ask that question, who do you want around your dinner table? He's on mine.
Tiger, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a great question, that. That's like Mount Rushmore, though, isn't it?
I'd just be standing up all the time going, how do I hold the putt? What should I be doing with...
Let's go to the driving range.
I do wonder, if I spent 18 holes with Tiger Woods, right, just watching me, I wonder how much he would improve my game.
Well, he wouldn't, because it still comes down to you.
I know, but if he went, your left foot should... Because golf is like literally down to... If he went, your left foot should be turning in a bit, and then I go, and that will make the difference.
Yeah.
Like when I played at Beaverbrookes, right, one of my favourite courses in the world. Hope to go back there. But I played with a caddy, right?
Yeah.
And I've never played with a caddy. I'd be 170 yards away, and I'll go, I'll take a 7-iron, and he'd take his little binoculars out and go, there's a bunker there, 160 yards. I'd roll it. I'd go up to I'd go, okay, I'll take an 8 then. And then I wouldn't go in that bunker, right? Tiny little things like that. They improve your score.
Silly question. I know we've got to move on, Joe.
Yeah,
Silly question.
Yeah.
Has a caddy ever started out as a caddy and then become, like, champion?
No. Well, I'm saying no. I don't think so.
Because they've got that much knowledge.
Yeah, they've got that much, but they're not as good as the pros. I think that's why they're caddies, right?
Like someone starts...
They're great players, by the way. Caddies are unbelievable players. But as you know, like footballers, to get to that 0.1%... Jack should tell me Ben Hogan. There you go.
Oh, Benny.
Jack,
a nice guy, is.
Jack, I don't throw stuff in the studio a lot, but mind you. Right, should we go to the phone line? 03. Where have you got that from? Ben Hogan. Did you Google that? Yeah, of course you did, yeah, obviously. Let's go to the phone lines. We're talking all things England. Tom is a Borough fan. Hello, Tom.
Hello, you all right?
You play golf, Tom?
I don't. I'm not a fan, to be honest with you. It's not for me, that's too slow.
How old are you?
I am 37. I had to think about it there.
Have you got kids?
I have. I've got 2.
And you don't play golf to get away from them?
No. No.
You want to look into that?
I'm too busy being taxi driver for them.
Oh, okay, fair enough then. I know what that's all about. Right, you're an England fan, I'm guessing, Tom. What have you found up to say?
Pretty much, I just wanted to get Benty's thoughts on, for me, when you're talking winners and losers, Ollie Watkins must be sat at home rubbing his hands together with probably what he's watched for them last 2 fixtures. For me, I know he doesn't seem to fancy Ollie Watkins, but he's proven that he can come off the bench in a big tournament and produce the goods.
Yeah, do you know, it's a good point.
Thought, really.
That's a good point, Tom, because you're right. I think Watkins, if he's sitting there, like Solanke didn't really have much of an impact, neither did Calvert-Lewin, and in the next game he went with a false 9. So I think if you're Watkins, you're probably saying to yourself, do you know what? Between now and the end of the season, if I can get 5 more goals, potentially, and play well, because as Tom said there, he's right, we've seen him come off semi-final, Netherlands, great finish. Not this round of internationals because he wasn't in the squad, but I think it was at the last one, potentially. He scored at Wembley. I think he's thinking, do you know what, if I have a good end to the season, I still think that second spot's up for grabs.
Yeah. I think last night proved we can't play with a false number 9.
Exactly. So I think all of a sudden now, every single centre forward, and that Solanke, Calvert-Lewin and Ollie Watkins, the door's back open again.
Yeah, I agree. Good question. Let's go to Chris, a Liverpool fan. Christopher?
Hello, gents. How are you?
Well, great. How are you today?
I'm not bad. Mr. Goldstein, I am vertically challenged. So when Woolworths had closed, that's why I was no longer able to get my golf clubs and why I don't play anymore, mate.
I'm lost here. What's happening?
Sorry, I'm lost as well.
We were talking about golf just a moment ago.
Oh, right, okay. That's like a convoluted gag because Woolworths sold small kids golf clubs, right?
Oh, I'm lost. I do apologise.
That's okay. That's okay. So you don't play golf at all? You don't play golf?
Well, yeah, I tried, but yeah, I was a pain with the clubs, mate, to be honest with you. If they did ones my size, I'd be a lot better, I think, that's for sure.
Okay. All right. Well, you should continue, is my advice.
I will.
Because, let me tell you, height's irrelevant. We're all rubbish at golf, apart from the pros, sadly. Go on, what would you like to say then?
Well, Phil Foden, I think, has been I think this is, well, I don't think he's a player that's ever going to be suited to the England squad. Traditionally a number 10. I know he's had his injuries and fatigue. I can't remember if it was physical or mental. But when he's then competing with the likes of Cole Palmer, Jude Bellingham, I don't think we're in the position now to really continue trying to make him fit. I think we need to actually just look at a fresh cleanse, and like what with the previous caller just said, taking a look at Ollie Watkins and actually embracing a bit of what was the traditional formation for England. I think that's the route forward. I don't think this false 9 will ever sort of aid to what it is that we're trying to achieve.
Do you know who else in the squad? I mean, you made some good points there, but do you know who else in the squad is thinking? See, Bellingham. This talk about Bellingham. He might not play. He has to play.
100%.
You said Palmer played the 10? No.
Yeah. No, it can only be Jude Bellingham.
He has to play. So he's there sitting there going, okay, all these people that are talking about, no Jude. What does he do?
Jude is special.
He has to play.
And also, we've got arguably 3 of the best players in their positions in the world. Arguably, Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane.
Yeah, I mean, this is great.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can argue that. You might be right or wrong, but they're in that conversation. Yeah. That's my point. Still to come, we'll be hearing your questions in What's Happening, Bentley. You can ask Darren anything you want on a WhatsApp voice note, 03717223344. Start your message with What's Happening, Bentley. Do you want any kind of genre?
No, listen, I don't mind anything.
What about some more film questions?
Film questions. I don't want any football questions.
No football questions?
No.
Film questions. Anything else?
Anything. I mean, it's a big wide world out there. Anything. Even if you need traffic.
A traffic question?
Yeah.
Okay. Film and traffic. Interesting pairing. Time a bit no Googling.
Or anything to do with Kirk Douglas's nephew. Or is that what he said?
You wrote it down. I like it. Right, 5 father and son pairs have played for England. 5. We want to know who's the most recent son to play for England after his dad had previously done so.
Well, I know one of them, which is obvious.
I've got that. It's the same one.
Legend. My guy.
Oh, no, not legend.
Well, one of them. Father and son?
No, I wouldn't say legend. So, Joe, would you put him as legend? No. I wouldn't put him as
the last one, but I'm talking about a father and son.
Oh, okay. Well, go on. Who are you thinking of? Because it won't be them.
Righty?
Yeah, no, it's not them. No. The answer to that and more coming up. Oh, Moses Itauma joins us live on today's Drive Time show. Do not miss that.
Tuchel was asked about Arsenal's 10 international withdrawals, including Rice and Saka. He admitted he understood the look of it, unquote, but defended his England duo over their injury issues, revealing Rice has been playing, quotes, at 70% for some time because of his continued discomfort. Tuchel says everyone can do the math, and it's a lot of players, of course, and during this situation, it looks a bit suspicious. He says, I understand the look of it. I still have 100% trust in the honesty of Saka and Declan. We did medical tests. I saw them. I've no reason to believe that Declan is not honest with me. I've no reason to believe Bukayo is not honest. Asked specifically which injury Rice was nursing, Tuchel said, I'm not sure if I want to give it away. I think Arsenal wouldn't be happy if I gave it away. But he feels a discomfort for a while. He's playing through it. Tuchel said it was up to Arsenal, Danny, to decide for themselves how much risk they're taking by playing Rice. And he added, I'm not willing to take this risk for my key player. I mean, at the business end of the season, and this is where we're at, do these situations call for a common sense approach from international managers like Tuchel?
Yeah, common sense sounds. I think it makes absolute sense that if he's got one of his best players saying they're not quite fully fit, go and rest up, go back to your club. I think that's he's looking after himself. He's looking after his squad. He's doing the right thing by the player.
Last night's defeat to Japan might have been a negative end to an uninspiring international break, but here's some good news from Danny Murphy.
I think the biggest difference for me is that when I've seen England play, although against poor opposition for the majority of it, they are more front foot. They are more high energy with him. You're not going to get this pragmatist, boring, negative football that we saw in the last tournament.
Murphy says Jude Bellingham should be the next man up should Harry Kane be unavailable. Elsewhere, Harry Maguire could be at risk of an extended suspension following his red card at Bournemouth. He's been charged by the FA with improper conduct towards the fourth official and has till tomorrow to provide a response. Now, Roberto De Zerbi starts life at Tottenham with some bad news. Pap Sarr's joined their long injury list. Meanwhile, former Spurs striker Jermaine Defoe's been speaking for the first time as a manager.
Just being in that environment for me is something that I've always wanted, something that I've always loved. But yeah, I think you've got to enjoy it. This is something that I've always wanted. You have to embrace it. I've waited a long time, to be honest. I've done all the courses, I've put in the hours, and now it's here. I'm gonna enjoy this.
He's taken over National League Woking and is desperate to get going. Get more on all of that on the website at talksport.com.
Drop the talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. In a minute, we'll speak to our footballing superstar friend, Moses Itauma, will join us in a bit as well. First, the answer to the question, who was the most recent son to play for England after his dad had played as well? You'll kick yourself. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, after Mark Chamberlain played. That was the last two. Still to come, as I mentioned, British heavyweight, soon-to-be champion of the world, Moses Itauma will be joining us. But we're going to turn our attention just briefly back to the World Cup, because last night Luton striker Ali Al-Hamadi scored the first of 2 goals for Iraq as they beat Bolivia 2-1 to claim the 48th and final place at this summer's World Cup. Unbelievable achievement. We're delighted that the man himself joins us now. Ali, good afternoon. Welcome to Drive.
Good afternoon, gents. How are we?
We're good, man. Thank you. I know you're just about to get on a plane at the airport, so genuinely thank you so much for sparing the time to come on to Drive today. And congratulations.
I've not slept a blink as well.
I bet you. I bet you have. That's the adrenaline running through, right? Because you know you're going to the World Cup. I mean, it's the first time Iraq have qualified for, what, 40 years. How can you put into words how that sounds?
Honestly, lads, it's I don't think people from I was obviously born and raised I was born in Iraq, but I was raised in the UK, and but both my parents are Iraqi, so I still have that kind of connection to my heritage, and I speak the language. And honestly, if you've seen the videos and the scenes in Iraq right now, 46 million people, every single one of them was watching that game. And yeah, I think they've just declared a 3-day national holiday as well. So it's just mental. It's mental. I can't even put it into words.
I mean, it's absolutely incredible. I mean, 40, I think it's 40 plus years since Iraq was last in the World Cup. I mean, you guys must have believed, because you've had a really good campaign, and then obviously the icing on the cake last night was getting that result. I mean, you must be proud. And also, when did you believe that it was possible that you'd make it to this World Cup?
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think as a nation we've had the most qualifying games in this whole, qualifying stage. So, and I don't know if you guys know, but the journey, especially the local lads who had to travel out of Iraq to get to this game, they had to take like a 12-hour journey on the coast to Jordan, because there was obviously no airspace open. And then they had to get a flight. It's just, I think in total it was about 30 hours in total, the trip. Wow. So, yeah, it was difficult, but yeah, it's a country that's just based on grit and fight, and the people are just amazing, and yeah, it's just such an amazing day for everyone.
Well, the hard work is done now. You've almost got a free ride to the knockout stages of the World Cup, because in your group you've just got Senegal, France, and Norway, so you're up against like Mbappe and Haaland, but that's easy, right?
Yeah. Look, obviously, I think for now it's just like enjoy the moments, enjoy what we achieved. Enjoy with our families, with our friends, and obviously we've got that to look forward to. Obviously it's kind of cliche you say that we're not expecting to get to the final of the World Cup, but I think also we do want to respect that we've got there now, and we want to make sure that anyone we do play, we give them a game, and we set up to win games of football, and we're not just there just to take part.
Yeah. Just going back to the game yesterday, I said you scored the first of the 2. That was your 5th goal for your country. Is it the biggest goal of your career, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I definitely would say so, yeah.
How important do you think it's going to be then? Because again, obviously the World Cup coming up, the greatest tournament on earth. I know you're on loan at Luton at the minute. How important do you think it's going to be that you take, obviously, the confidence from this game into your club form for Luton?
Yeah, to be honest, Darren, it's been a difficult season for me. I've been injured for most of it. I'm on loan from Ipswich, which I know you know.
Yeah.
But it's been a difficult just 12 months for me. I've not really had any momentum or flow as a striker. Like, I've not been able to stay on the pitch consistently. Obviously, the season we had when we got promoted to the Premier League, behind the likes of the lap, we absolutely smashed it. And then, I've just not had a consistent run of games for a very long time. And I think I've only played 400 odd minutes or something this season for Luton. Not even that. Maybe I don't know exactly, but yeah, hopefully this is kind of a kickstart to maybe the last couple of weeks of the season, and hopefully I can get some momentum, and hopefully get the boys fighting for the playoffs.
Absolutely, because as you said there, I mean, when you look at obviously appearances the last few seasons, you probably your last near enough full season was when you was at AFC Wimbledon, and that season you smashed it, scored loads of goals. So it's about consistency and it's about staying fit. But hopefully, as you said there, this last part of the season, you do get a run of games and really cement yourself in that Iraq squad.
Yeah, definitely. You know what it's like as a striker. Especially the type of striker I am, I feed off, my being dynamic and running and chasing balls down and being a nuisance. And I think when I've not been fit all season, really, I've struggled to kind of get my flow and momentum, especially at Luton. And yeah, like I said, I just going to enjoy this moment with the boys, and then hopefully, just game time. We've got a final at Wembley in a week or so, maybe. I think so. Week 8 days.
Yeah. Just a quick word about Luton Town, because of course your manager's our mate Jack Wilshere. What's it like? Life under Jack. What's that like?
Oh, what a guy! Unbelievable human being. Just so down to earth, and he's been brilliant with me. He's been so accommodating. Obviously, with his injury struggles, he's kind of been a bit understanding with my situation this season, and just put his arm around me and made sure that I'm not getting rushed back, and I just take my time. So he's been brilliant. He's a top coach, and I've got no doubt that whether it's at Luton or somewhere else, he's going to be a top coach one day at a top football club.
Oh, that's nice. Listen, before I let you go, I was just talking about the group that you're going to be in with Senegal, France, and Norway. You played for Ipswich last season in the Premier League against Man City, right? So you would have played against Haaland.
Yeah, for about 10 minutes or so. Yeah.
Okay.
I was. I got a good view of his hat trick against us. So
I was going to ask: are you a shirt collector? Would you get, if you had the choice to get Mbappe's or Haaland's shirt at the World Cup? Who's you going for?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't try and go on my way. If he's there and it's in the moment, yeah, of course. I'm not gonna. I think I did ask him for a shirt last time, but he told me to do one because he just scored the hat trick. So he's like, I'm keeping the shirt. But yeah, no, I've like I said, I'm just looking forward to the games, and yeah, hopefully creating some memories.
Well, listen, Ali, thank you so much for coming on. As I said earlier on, very kind of you. An unbelievable achievement for Iraq to get to the World Cup for the first time in 40 years. I'm guessing the party will just continue and continue until you actually get there in June. So we wish you all the very best, and thanks so much for your time and a safe flight back.
Nah, thank you for having me, boys. I always enjoy listening to the show, so thanks for having me on.
Love that. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks, man. Safe journey.
Nice, boys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks, man. You too. I mean, what an achievement that is. For any country to get to the World Cup after 40 years is just mind-blowing. It is incredible.
Yeah.
That's what the World Cup's about, right?
Exactly, yeah. But this is the positive. I mean, there's negatives and positives. Like, I think sometimes the World Cup, with the way they're going, it's going to be too big.
Yes.
But then it does give opportunities, like we're seeing Iraq there, qualifying for the first time in 40 years, where you go, oh, and you look at on Instagram and social media, the amount of the excitement of going. I mean, I went in Jamaica to qualify, of course, for my heritage, but they got beat by Congo last night. But when you see the celebrations on the pitch, you see how much it means to some of these countries. I think it's incredible. So fair play to him getting a goal as well, because as he said there, he's had a tough time recently. Hasn't been able to stay fit. I mean, I think he's made 11 appearances in the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Because of injuries, and that's all comps.
Yeah.
So it's been tough for him. But yeah, this I think, it's moments like this where you almost go, it gives him that confidence, kickstart him to go again.
Yeah, that was, if you'll join us a bit like that, was Iraq and Luton striker Ali Al-Hamadi. He scored the first of 2 goals last night. They beat Bolivia 2-1 to claim the 48th and final place at this summer's World Cup. Some people on the planet think 48 teams is still not enough, but those people, of course, are Italian. We'll be talking about them a bit later on. I still can't believe Italy are not there for the 3rd World Cup on the bounce. It is insane.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll be talking about that a bit later on in the show. Also coming up on today's show, future heavyweight champion of the world. His first talkSPORT interview since that demolition job at the weekend. Moses Itauma will be joining me and Bentley live on Drive on talkSPORT very soon.
I wanted to talk about Marc Cucurella, actually,
Yes.
because twice in 2 days he's hit the headlines. He was talking about saying that it would be so difficult to turn down Barcelona if they called, but he's now criticised the sacking of former manager Enzo Maresca and the club's transfer policy. On the sacking, he said, the moment Enzo Maresca left, it had a big impact on us. If you asked me, I would not have made this decision. Not positive if you're Liam Rosenior reading that, is it?
I don't know what's going on at Chelsea, my former club. I don't
There's
know.
a few players now, isn't there? Cole Palmer's been linked to a move. We've got Cucurella, obviously Enzo Fernandez with Real Madrid.
Well, let's get it right, okay? And Ali, jump in on this. You've
Yeah.
been a manager. One of your Rangers players, is quite vocal about he'd love a move and the previous manager was better than you. How are you going to react to that?
Oh, he's getting the curly finger. Yeah, come here, you. Office. Oh, he's getting the curly finger. I need a word with you. Sit down there. It's got it.
Wouldn't do it, would you?
No. I think it's disrespectful.
Absolutely.
Right. I think it's disrespectful. I really do. I mean, you don't want the manager coming out and saying, right, I'm going to get rid of him straight away when I come in. That you can't have it that way either. There has to be a mutual respect, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how the questions came about. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Particularly in international
breaks,
right?
Yeah, they go away and they
exactly. And he's maybe sat down at a press conference and been talking about the game, and then somebody's went, right, bang, have some of this. And they're not, I'm saying they're not smart enough. They should just go, look, I'm here in international.
talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein, him over there. The other award winner on the show is Darren Bent. Still to come, we'll be joined by British heavyweight superstar Moses Itauma. Just quickly, Newcastle reportedly open to selling players at the right price this summer, opening the door for Sandro Tonali. I've lost my place to move to Manchester United. Man United's women, they're in Champions League action away at Bayern Munich. That kicks off at 5:45. Teams are in for that. Angelina Kelly has all the details. Angelina, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Over 20,000 people are at the Allianz Arena in Munich tonight for the second leg of Bayern Munich's Champions League quarter-final meeting with Manchester United. The German side lead 3-1 aggregate as they attempt to get to the semi-finals for the first time since the 2020-21 season. For Manchester United, this is their first season ever in the Champions League, so whatever happens, they've made history tonight already. Mark Skinner makes two changes to the side that lost that first leg at Old Trafford, as former Bayern player Leah Schuler, who joined United in January, drops to the bench, as does Lisa Nalson. 22-year-old Simia Wujo starts and Jade Riviere returns to the back four. The Red Devils are without Elizabeth Turland and Ella Toon due to injury, with the lack of squad depth telling as only 6 players are on the bench. Jose Barcala makes one change to the side that were victorious against United last week, as Ariana Caruso drops out of the midfield for Momoko Tanikawa, who scored the winner for the German side in that first leg. And no surprises, self-professed Manchester United fan in her youth, Pernilla Harder, who scored the the other 2 goals last week keeps her place in the 11. Whoever wins this tie will face either Barcelona or Real Madrid, but with Las Blancas trailing 6-2 from the first leg, we can probably expect the Catalan side to go through. Kick-off is at 5:45 p.m. It's Bayern Munich versus Manchester United.
Tremendous work. Thank you, Angelina. Right, time now for this.
Paddy Power on talkSPORT. With Paddy's Super Sub, your new bet rolls over to the new player coming on. T's and C's and exclusions apply. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
Yes, time now for today's bet with the friends of Paddy Power. Honestly, if you knew the real Darren Bent. Let's welcome Graham Bernie to the show. Bernie, you all right?
Yeah, how you doing, Andy? Good to hear from you.
Good. Are you all right? You are? What are you doing? The backdrop behind you is all blurred. What are you hiding?
It's just the front room, that's it.
Oh, okay. Well, you look well. Thanks for coming on. We are looking forward to Saturday's FA Cup quarter-final. What a game this could be. City v Liverpool. Can you remind everyone how the bet better works? And fingers crossed, Graham, the charity that will benefit.
Yeah, it's going to be the Attitude Foundation who will. I'm very confident about this one. And what we've done is we put our bet builder together. We've created a scenario for this quarter-final. We put 4 bets between 4 of us that come to a total of round about just shy of 14-1.
Okay, right. It's a 5-leg bet better. These are our picks. I've gone for Man City to win the game.
Yeah, Man City have beaten Liverpool twice already this season, and they've, of course, just beaten Arsenal in a cup final, so they're going well at the moment. And a recent record against Liverpool is very good.
I've gone for both teams to score in this one.
Have you now?
Yeah, have you?
Yeah, it generally happens both teams to score in this one. Both teams scored last time they played, and just looking back through the history of the games, there's been 4-1s, 3-2s, a couple of 1-alls. So both teams really go for, I think, probably Liverpool's best chance of silverware, isn't it? They've got a tricky looking one against PSG in the quarterfinal of the Champions League. So I'm hoping Liverpool will go in all guns blazing with this one.
Right, next up is producer Joe's pick.
Yeah, he's got with Dominic Szoboszlai to score at any time. This is what makes the bet big. He's 4-1, and he scored 12 goals already this season, including 2 in the Cup. And he scored, of course, for Liverpool last time they played Man City when they lost 2-1. So Szoboszlai to score, that helps the bet up to a decent price.
I did say it was a 5-leg bet builder. That's because I always say that, but this is a 4-leg bet builder, right?
It's a 4-leg bet builder
Okay.
today because, listen, let's be honest about it. Football's thin on the ground at the moment. We're having to wait till Saturday, so there's not that many markets in there. So we're going to go with over 3.5 goals in this one. Last time they played was the semi-final in the FA Cup, and Liverpool won 3-2 in that, so we're hoping for lots of goals in this one. So over 3.5 goals from me.
All of that means what? The odds and the value of the charity bet are?
Yeah, the odds are just coming in at under 14-1, so hopefully the Attitude Foundation. We're due a win, lads, so let's hope we can do this one.
Beautiful stuff. Well, fingers crossed. Thanks for coming on. Always a pleasure. Looking well, my friend. We'll speak to you in a bit.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Thanks,
Take
man.
care.
There you go. That's Paddy Power's bet builder for today. Minimum odds 1 to 5, 18 plus. begambleaware.org.
Paddy Power on talkSPORT. With Paddy's Super Sub, your new bet rolls over to the new player coming on. T's and C's and exclusions apply. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
We haven't won one of these for ages. Right? City to win, both teams to score. Szoboszlai. That might be the...
What's Szoboszlai?
To score at any time. I mean, if we need to win.
I love the way they spelled Szoboszlai. It's unbelievable, that.
How would you spell it?
It's not that.
How would you... Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Szoboszlai.
Oh, so they've gone Szoboszlai. A reminder, Moses Itauma will be joining us in the next hour. Just ever so quickly, Benty and I are looking at one of the screens, and they've got T-minus 6 hours and 30 minutes to go before that rocket with 4 human beings is launched to go around the moon. The first... what is it? Not the first moon landing, the moon mission.
In 50 years.
Yeah. What do you make of that, D?
Yeah, I mean, how long is it going to take to get there? I don't know these things. So how long?
An hour? No, I've no idea. Let's have a guess, right? And we'll come. Joe, can you find out how long it takes to get to the moon?
Yeah.
What would your guess be? How long to get to the moon?
So
is it hours or days?
I'm going to lie to you, right? In my head, this is not my brain. I think, right, so it takes 3.5 hours to get to Manchester. So it's a bit further. It's a bit further than that.
So annoyingly, Jack's already told me before I've guessed. All right, as I've told you, through the producer, please, Jack. All right,
16 hours.
Right, you're both telling me garbage. I don't know what are you going with?
16 hours.
I kind of know what you're saying. Say that again.
16 hours.
16 hours. Okay. Joe says 16 minutes. There's a pub down the road called the Moon. Not that Moon. All right.
Yeah.
You'll see.
I don't think 16 hours is a bad shout. You know, in a rocket that power.
Well, I've just been told the answer is about. It's a horrific shout. It's 3 days.
Is it?
Yeah, to get to the moon.
Do you know what it is? It's the whole.
Is that a long time?
Yeah, it is a long time. It's in that.
I don't know if it is, mate.
In that confined space.
Well, you're not in the astronaut seat in the spaceship.
Yeah,
seat.
but when you watch obviously footage of different.
Do you believe we landed on the moon?
Yeah, I'm a bit sceptical. But
yeah,
listen,
me too.
The only thing with that, it's when you look at obviously the zero gravity and all that, and they're whizzing around. That would make me feel sick, that.
Yeah, but that's what you have astronaut training for. It makes everyone feel sick.
Yeah, but even if I went to the training centre and did that, I'd be sick.
You know when Katy Perry and her mates went up in the rocket?
Yeah.
Not Elon Musk, what's his name? The other fella's got billions. What's his name? Bezos.
Yeah.
Do you believe that?
Yeah, he probably did.
They went up in their high heels. Remember that?
What do you mean high heels?
They had high heels on. That's why it was...
Bezos?
Probably. No, but all like Katy Perry and her mates.
Okay.
I mean, there's no way that one went up there.
Nah, see, Bezos wouldn't surprise me because he got that much bored.
You know, Branson was trying to get, or he's trying to get the first rocket ship to go to orbit the Earth, so you'll be in space, not go to the moon, which will be for us, right? You don't have to be an astronaut to
Does
go.
that travel? Just like
Yeah, would you? It's like they were quoting like 250 grand a seat. I don't know what it would be when
no,
eventually.
No, I don't listen. I don't I don't like aeroplanes or helicopters. I'm not getting a rocket.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You're literally getting an atomic bomb on.
And I'm thinking, you know, as it's going up, that kind of
the G-force.
Yeah, forget all that. I haven't got time for that.
Yeah, not for me.
No,
I wouldn't like to do that. It's just not.
No,
that's scary. That's
what I'm saying.
I went on that roller coaster in America.
Yeah,
scared the living daylights.
I hate turbulence on a plane.
Yeah,
you remember the turbulence on that thing?
I don't think it'll be turbulent.
Mate, it's bouncing. Well, all that firepower, it was bouncing, isn't it?
I don't think it's turbulent.
Mate,
you're going through there. You're going so.
Nah, there's a little bit of bouncing there.
I don't think there is because bouncing is when the wind lifts up the rocket or the plane.
Yeah, but the wind will still move it a little bit.
No, mate. Let me tell you, there ain't nothing getting in the way of that plane. It's going in one.
No, the rocket. I get it. It's going up in the air, but wind will still affect it a little bit. When you see like films and that, is that bouncing and that?
Did that stay in?
No, I didn't say anything. Is that bouncing like that, isn't it?
Joe was so busy Googling turbulence and rocket, he missed that.
No, I didn't say
that.
that.
Was so close, dude.
But yeah, well, you know, that bouncing. No, nothing, Joe. All that bouncing. Nah, it's not for me.
That was so close.
Yeah.
I think you might have gone over the line.
I didn't.
Why are you sweating?
I'm not sweating.
You are sweating, man.
Really?
You are sweating.
Close. But no, yeah, it's
potty mouth over there. I tell you what, you'd be saying that if you were on it.
Oh, worse than that.
Yeah.
Nah, no. But if someone said you have to do it, and they'll give you a large sum of money, what's the minimum you take to go up there?
What, just in a rocket ship?
Yeah.
Am I 100% safe?
Well,
or you don't know?
Take a risk.
Like these fellas. Like, there's 4 people there. They've Goldstein. Big fan of the show.
They've took one of them out and put you in.
Right, okay. Minimum.
Yeah.
I'm gone for 3 days.
Yeah.
So I'm away from the kids.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad, is it? Minimum I'll do it for 2 million.
Yeah.
I mean, you're putting a price on your life. Mine's worth a little bit more than that, I'd like to think. But
yeah.
2 million, 3 million.
Everything
what do
about
you do it for?
I don't know. A lot more than that.
What about if talkSPORT did a deal with NASA for us to do the first ever show, zero gravity in space?
No.
You wouldn't do that?
No.
Oh, that'd be unbelievable.
No chance. No chance.
It would just be maybe Cundy would do it with me that day. When we come back,
you got 21 minutes to go up there.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of going on rather than just a minute. We'll talk about another World Cup without Italy. And in the next hour, Moses Itauma will be joining me and Bent. We've got the best of talkSPORT. Lots coming up on your favourite radio show between now and 7. And we've already done 1 hour of it. More from me and he right after this.
But we know the bulk of his squad, don't we? If you sat down...
Well, you got the obvious ones, right?
Yes.
Of course, right? The main 11, you'd probably say almost picks itself. But then, you know, you got to take 26. And you are going to need these players.
I don't think Harry Maguire's done himself any harm over the last 2 games, actually.
No, the number 10 position for me is
that's
scary fault.
That is not... Well...
Has Cole Palmer done enough in this England, in the last 2 camps to warrant being on the plane?
This is what annoys me about you. Why the last... It's not just these last 2 games. It's the last year.
Well, he ain't played.
So for England, I'm talking about.
Yeah, but he's hardly played for Chelsea.
The last year, that's what Thomas Tuchel will look at. Not just Cole Palmer, all of them. It's not just the last 2 games. If you take the last 2 games...
Yeah, but Cole Palmer needed to turn up for England this 2 camps and
yes, well,
stake his claim.
Yeah, and
he hasn't.
Well, he hasn't done enough. None of them have. I mean, there are 1 or 2 players you look at and think... I think, in all honesty, as I mentioned, Harry Maguire, I don't think's done himself any harm. I think Garner's done himself any harm.
Are we going to go to a World Cup with Harry Maguire and Jordan Henderson?
We might do, yeah.
I mean, we're going on like we're favourites, right? Honestly.
Who says we're favourites?
Well, everyone likes to think we are. Everyone likes to think we are.
It's all about what you do when you... I've seen so many of this. I can go back over managers over the last 20 years where this same conversation comes around. None of this matters, right? You want to go into it in a positive mood. And Stuart Pearce summed it up. This is a reality check, okay? We're a good team. We can be a very, very good team. We're not a brilliant team. But it's about getting to the USA. The 2 warm-up games...
We should be a brilliant team.
From the Toffees to the Tractor Boys, the Eagles to the Seagulls, Gunners, Bees, Hammers and Magpies, Premier League teams have got a load of crazy nicknames. Ever wondered where they came from? Let's start with Everton. They're dubbed the Toffees, but why? Well, because when the club was formed, just down the road there were 2 local toffee shops. Ye Ancient Everton Toffee House and Mother Noblet's Toffee Shop were big fan favourites. Next, they say if you can't beat 'em, join 'em, and that's exactly what Ipswich Town did when it came to their nickname. The term Tractor Boys used to be chanted by their opponents as a way of putting the team down for their farming background. But during one game back in the late 90s, Ipswich were 1-0 up and they decided to flip the script. 1-0 to the Tractor Boys, they sang, and a new nickname was born. Let's head to Leicester, famous for more than just a red, well, orangey cheese and Jamie Vardy. Leicestershire is also the birthplace of fox hunting, hence the Foxes. Next up, turns out apples are not the only fruit that don't fall far from the tree. Bournemouth's nickname, the Cherries, comes from the fact the club's stadium was originally built right next to a bunch of cherry orchards. This next story actually involves 2 club nicknames. It started with Crystal Palace. They were having an absolute nightmare run back in the early 70s. They'd been relegated after a terrible spell and manager Malcolm Allison decided enough was enough. He wanted a new nickname, something strong, fast and destined for success. Something exactly like an eagle. But there's more to this one. Brighton were in search of a nickname too, and Palace finally gave them what they needed. In a heated match between the 2 back in 1976, Palace fans began chanting, "Eagles, Eagles." And some clever Brighton fans came up with the perfect reply, "Seagulls, Seagulls." Not all club nicknames have a crazy story though. Take the Gunners. That just comes from the fact a group of munitions workers in the Royal Arsenal factory in Woolwich set up the club in 1886. On the flip side, some nicknames seem simple, but there's a bit more to them, like West Ham. The Hammers is actually nothing to do with the ham part of the name. It comes from the fact the club used to be called Thames Ironworks FC and was made up of workmen and shipbuilders. So next time the away end's chanting their crazy nickname, you'll now know exactly where it came from.
Welcome back to Drive on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein, superstar. To my left, alert.
Stuart Pearce, psycho.
Okay, yeah. Look,
come on.
Oi.
When was that?
Ages ago. Darren Bent here.
Why are you trying to get me in trouble, Jack?
We'll be joined by British heavyweight superstar, soon-to-be champion Moses Itauma. But now we're set for a third World Cup on the bounce without the Italians.
Grosso's trying not to think about the bigger picture. He's thinking about the job he has to do, and that's all. And Grosso has done that job. The kick that means Italy win the World Cup in 2006.
Italy have only won one game at the World Cup since the 2006 final.
I think he's got a lot of mummy's boys that are not the Gattuso era. We need fresh start.
Absolutely extraordinary, but they only have themselves to blame.
Yeah, disastrous night for Italy. They missed out on a World Cup qualification for the third time in a row. It's also the first time that a former winner has missed out on 3 World Cup straights as well. They were beaten 4-1 on pens by Bosnia following a 1-1 draw. Italian football expert Daniele Fischiella joined the sports bar last night, and he said that heads should roll.
Well, if I was in charge of the FA, if I was Gabriele Gravina, the FA chairman, I would step down straight away tonight, because Gabriele Gravina, the FA chairman, was in charge also 4 years ago when Italy were knocked out by North Macedonia in the playoff, and he still kept his place. So that would be the first things I would do for respect to all the Italians. Secondly, very deep reforms. I mean, the BIN talks about reducing the number of foreign players that are allowed to play in Italy, perhaps going back to the 3+1 rule, but that's impossible. The world has changed.
Yeah.
Try to stimulate Italian clubs or incentivize Italian clubs to play Italian players that come through the ranks could be a better solution.
Just quickly, we saw that if you're watching on YouTube, you'd see Cundy's lack of hair because he's had a hair transplant. What do you make of it?
Cundy's?
Yeah, Cundy. You saw Cundy there?
Yeah, he's getting, I think it's once it grows in, I think he'll look good.
Yeah.
Right now, he looks like a
thug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't take credit for it. Someone said, finally, Jason's going to have a haircut or a hairline that's on side. I thought that was a nice line. Is the World Cup going to be worse without the Italians there?
Well, you're kind of getting used to it now, aren't you? I mean, do you know what?
I think it's terrible.
When you think about a nation, when I think about power nations in terms of World Cup football, right? The 3, of course, that jump off the page, 4 actually now, I'd say 4, that jump off the page to me are obviously Brazil, Germany, France, and Italy. Yep. They're the ones that I go, when you talk about the powerhouse of world football, World Cups over the years, they're the 4 that I think of, because Italy won the World Cup 4 times. And the fact they're missing out the next 3, I think he's right. The Italian correspondent there, that heads need to roll.
Let me ask you this. I didn't say this in a meeting, right? And I'll say it now. You tell me what you think of it. In the Masters, in golf, like Tiger, doesn't have to qualify. No. He's won it.
Yeah.
I think there's an argument to be said that if you're a World Cup winner, you don't need to qualify.
No, the only thing I like about that is if you won the previous one. I don't mind that. But I don't like...
Italy should be there.
Yeah, but that's saying like Uruguay, they won it back in the day.
They should be there.
No, they shouldn't. You got to earn the right to do that.
No, but I think winning the pin... It's the biggest competition on planet Earth.
Yeah.
I think if you win that, with it comes automatic qualification.
No, I think if you win
it's
the
once every 4 years and it's usually a big head anyway.
No, but I think if you win the one before, maybe there's an argument, but not if you just won it once before. But maybe do you know what? Maybe
what if you win it over 3 times?
Huh?
What about if you win the World Cup over 3 times?
No, if you win the previous one, because then you get situations like we've got here. But even when you look at the kind of I wouldn't say the stake. That's probably a little bit unfair. But when you look at even the Champions League, when's the last time an Italian side won the Champions League? 2010.
Yeah.
And that was Inter Milan, and what a team they had, by the way, with Etu and I think Milito up front. But since then, nothing. And even the Champions League final last year, Inter Milan smashed 5-0. It's just, it's a sorry state of affairs for Italian football, because when you look at a country that's steeped in history, they've got some serious players in terms of when they won the Euros. When was that? 6 years ago? Look at that team. Chiesa was on fire. They had Bonucci, Chiellini. Do you know what I mean? I think Donnarumma was in goal then as well.
Yeah, he was.
They've got a serious team, but all of a sudden, for what's happened there, the regression in the national team is...
It's almost impossible not to qualify for the World Cup.
This one is.
48 teams have gone, and they're not one of them.
Not one of them. So I think when you've got obviously, as I said, World Cup heritage and World Cup kind of World Cup like DNA in terms of how successful you've been in this competition, and you don't qualify for the last 3, someone's got to lose their job, man.
Yeah.
Someone.
Excuse me.
There was certainly growing up, and you'll be the same. There was a time I can't remember Italy. Well, Italy would have qualified everyone.
Yeah. I'm going to miss the Italians being there. Everything, the style in which they play, the shirts, I think are beautiful. They always have a great Italian football shirt, and Italy being the World Cup, it should happen.
They should be there, 100%. But unfortunately, as I said, you've got to earn it.
So listen, there's lots of teams that aren't going to the World Cup, and that means there's lots of players that won't be playing in the World Cup, right? Now, a bit later on, we've got Moses Itauma joining us in 3 minutes, so we'll speak to him, and then at 5:30 we'll take calls on it, and you're going to reveal your starting 11 of players not going to the Summers World Cup, right? So don't talk about them now, but do you think there's an argument that we should have a rest of the world team?
No, not really, because then it's not the World Cup, then is it?
I know, but we want to see the best players on show, right?
Yeah, get it, but unfortunately, this is
name your captain, name your best player. Don't tell me the best player that's not going to the World Cup.
In this team here?
Yeah.
Kvaratskhelia.
Right. I want to see him at the World Cup.
Of course you do.
Imagine if there was a best of the World Cup team.
I get that, but unfortunately, you can do that throughout the course of history. Well, who's your boy who played George Best?
Yes.
I mean, imagine watching him at the World Cup.
No, he should have been there, right? He should have been there.
It's tough.
But you might be a genius like George was, but your teammates aren't good enough to get you there, so you'll never play.
That's the problem. That's where the cookie crumbles.
So would you like to see that or not?
No.
Okay. I would like to see that.
Oh, no, do you know what?
A rest of the
No,
world.
do you know what? What I wouldn't mind seeing is after the World Cup's finished,
Yeah.
the winners of the World Cup.
Oh, that's nice.
As that play this, the best of the rest.
Okay.
That I wouldn't mind seeing.
Okay,
that for a
but
bit
we
of fun.
both feel that there should be a rest of the world team.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Okay.
Not going to the World Cup, but play the winners of the World Cup.
I think they should be in the World Cup. You think the winners play them?
Yeah.
All right, because the season's not long enough. Another game.
Another game, add that in.
And when we come back, you're going to give us your starting 11 of players not going to the Summers World Cup.
Yeah.
So if you think there should be a World Cup with the rest of the world squad or not, 03717223344, we'll do that in about 5 or 6 minutes' time. Before that, when we come back, we'll be speaking to future heavyweight champion of the world live on our show, Moses Itauma. Will be speaking to me and Bentley right after this.
So tell us, Adam, what was it like working with Roberto? Because obviously you worked under some great managers, Klopp, as you know, we all know how great he was. So where do you put Roberto as a coach, and what he helped you develop your game?
Right up there with the top. I always compared him with Jurgen. Actually, probably just the passion that they both possess for the game. I think kind of tactically and game model wise, they're completely different. But in terms of like love and passion for football, they're exactly the same.
Adam, as an interest, I've got to read you a quote, if I may, from your teammate back in the day, Lewis Dunk, in 2023. He said this about Zerbi, and I quote, "Since the new coach arrived, I see football in a completely different way." He said, "But the initial transition was carnage and confusion." So I get it totally. It maybe took a little bit of time for him to get his methods over. The one worrying thing for Tottenham fans, he doesn't have a lot of time to get that over, though.
No, I think listen, Roberto's an extremely smart man. He'll know that he's not got time to play a certain way, a certain style, and he won't be snobbish to not understand that. He knows he's got to go in there, motivate a group of men, And luckily for Roberto, he might not know that, but he's one of the most inspirational managers, people there is, in my opinion.
Roberto put me Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. Still to come, we'll be hearing your voice notes in what's happening, Bentley. There's still time to get those in. 03717223334. Very simple. You go to WhatsApp, you open it up. I imagine you've got our number stored in your phone. You then leave us a voice note. You hold down that little microphone thing, and then you go, "Well, there, Bentley," and then you ask him a question. The two genres you wanted were movies.
Yeah, a bit of traffic information.
And traffic.
Do you know what? Someone's made a really good point here.
Yeah.
So Italy won in their group phase, and they won 6 out of 8 games. Right, finished second.
Who did?
Italy.
Did they?
And went out, right? Sweden finished 4th.
I know they got 2 points, was it? -9?
They got 2 points, yeah.
Minus 9.
-8.
-8 goal difference, yeah.
And they got that. Come on.
I know that's Graham Potter's team, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sweden. That's insane, isn't it? But what can you do? I mean, it's not fair, right?
No, it's not fair.
You can't finish second and not go.
And finish 4th. Worst in your group, but you go.
Were they worst in the group, Sweden?
They finished last.
And they qualified?
Yeah. They finished Switzerland first, Kosovo, Slovenia, Sweden.
That is disgusting, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is disgusting. Are you excited about the World Cup?
Yeah, love it. Absolutely.
I can't wait to that. You and I are going, right, for the last stages of it. Our first game could be, if England win the group and then get through the first knockout, our first game that we'll be presenting before and then going to in Miami will be England-Brazil.
Well, my first comms is...
Are you out there before me?
No.
All right.
Is Brazil-Morocco.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's my first comms.
So you'll be working while I'm resting and playing?
Probably, yeah.
I didn't know that. All right. I might come to a game then and just sit there and...
No, but that's before we even fly.
Oh, I see. You did it over here.
Yeah, so yeah.
Oh.
Brazil-Morocco.
Oh, fine. Okay. All right. More football in just a moment. We're going to turn our attention to boxing now because over the weekend, Moses Itauma beat Jermaine Franklin with a brutal 5th-round stoppage in Manchester. It was live on DAZN and on talkSPORT. It means he's won all 14 of his fights, with 12 coming via stoppage. And I'm delighted to say that the main man himself joins us live on Drive. Moses, good afternoon to you. How you doing?
Hello, mate. How's it going?
We're good. We're very well. Thanks so much for coming on our show. We're very excited to talk to you.
Thanks for having me.
It's our pleasure, man. Congratulations on an unbelievable performance. Have you watched it back, the fight?
Yeah, I watched the fight back many times. I've watched the knockout many times. So yeah, man, I'm happy with my performance.
When you watch it back, do you make noises like the rest of us make noises like, "Whoa, my goodness, what a punch"?
Um, no, really. Like, I look at my family's reaction, and apart from that, I just um I just kind of go back to my business. It's interesting because obviously it was my first time boxing in the UK, like to a sold out Manchester arena, and like I don't know, just seeing like all the fans, I guess were kind of obviously there was other people's fans, but seeing that they were there for me, I don't know, it just felt a little bit surreal.
Mose, I've always wondered this. I mean, listen, the performance was incredible, and you was in control from the very first bell. But at what point during that fight did you think, do you know what, I've got him here. There's nothing that he can throw at me that's going to hurt me, and it's about how quickly I can take him out.
But it was, I'm not, I didn't, in that fight, I didn't really feel like I had him because like I was throwing my best shots and he was just eating it. So I was like, boy, it might be a long night. So obviously when I was the first round, as the first round went, I thought to myself, do you know what? I'm gonna make a statement and I'm gonna try and knock him out early. And then obviously he hit like my best shots, and I was just like, yeah, this might be a long night. And then I even came back to my corner, and I was just like, yeah, I might have started a bit too fast. And then we made the right adjustments to obviously, I guess, kind of tailor for that opponent. And then obviously Ben, he was like, yeah, it's all right, like just go back to the basics, and then it's the basics that end up getting me the knockout. So yeah, I think it's a big blessing because I can take a lot from that fight. I can take a lot away from that fight.
Let's talk about the knockout itself because it was incredibly brutal. It was an unbelievable uppercut. And then I sort of felt as though had you caught him with your next punch, it could have been quite horrific for him. Did you hold back at all because you saw he'd gone?
Nah, absolutely not. I threw the uppercut, and then when the uppercut landed, I went to go like throw another shot on the way down, but yeah, obviously he had already dropped by that time. But I was even like I was kind of guess hoping for him to get back up because I don't know. I feel like I've with all my career, I've never really, apart from Dempsey McKean, I've never really got like a highlight reel knockout like that. So I kind of wanted like to get a proper like a good knockout, but I guess that uppercut was decent in itself.
Yeah, it was. And I mean, you mentioned it there when you went back to the corner and spoke about the pace of the fight, maybe slowing it down. Now, I'm guessing you must be incredibly proud because a lot before the fight was made that he's never been stopped. He's fought AJ, he's fought Dillian, but he's never ever been stopped. And the fact that you stopped him as emphatically as you did, you must be proud of that.
I can't appreciate a win because I've I've never known what it's like to lose. So obviously, like in order to understand what.
Well, that's annoying, isn't it?
Mm.
We're hopefully getting back as soon as we can. It wasn't the best connection in the world.
Well, his uppercut was.
What? Oh, he's back. Moses, can you hear us? Moses, you there?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Okay, we lost you for a moment. Listen, let me ask you a question, Moses. But you have to promise me something when I ask you the question, right? You have to answer from your heart, okay?
Right, I'm listening.
Okay, I'm going to ask you who you'd like to fight next, but you can't give me the well-rehearsed media answer of, well, I've got to speak to Frank Warren, I've got to speak to my trainer. It's who would be available. If everyone was available for you to fight in July, it might happen, it might not. But in your ideal world, give me the name of the fighter you would love to fight next. Come on, Moses.
It's funny you say that because I don't have any media training. Everything that you see on the camera is literally just me. But if in a perfect world, you got to remember we got 7 weeks of heavyweight action, man. There's a lot of heavyweights are kind of taken up right now. But in a perfect world, I would have wanted to fight Hrgovic.
Okay, but you can't now. So who would you like to fight next?
I just said Hrgovic.
Okay, not him.
Okay, not him. Are you saying as if everybody was free?
Yes.
I don't know. I haven't even thought about this question.
Come on. Give me
Usyk would be the one because obviously he's got the belts.
Yeah.
But Michael, it was Steve Bunce mentioned that Derek Chisora said that me against Michael Hunter would be a good fight, and in America that makes sense. And me and Michael Hunter in America would be decent. But I don't know. I honestly don't know. I actually got a meeting with Frank Warren tomorrow to find out next date.
Okay.
That's a great shout because I was with Derek the other day and we were speaking on the train about you. And I said to him, who do you want to see him fight next? And he said straight away, Michael Hunter, just because the way that he moves, the way that he boxes. And he said that in terms of the heavyweight division, he thinks if you fight him next, that could be your most difficult fight. He still thinks you'll win it, but he thinks that's the fight that would makes most sense in terms of your development and obviously trying to become a world champion.
I mean, everybody said that about Jermaine Franklin, so I mean, I don't mind. I honestly don't mind. Like wherever like heavyweights are available, man, I'm on it. Like I said, I've got a meeting with Frank Warren tomorrow to find out everything. But you guys, you can't do this to me. I literally only boxed 3 days ago, and you're already asking me who's next. Come on, man, let me enjoy my win for a little bit.
We want the headline, that's why, Moses. Right, listen.
I hear it.
I won't drive you mad. Let's move away from you because there's another big fight this weekend. Chisora faces Wilder, live on DAZN and on talkSPORT. It's a 50th fight for both men. How much are you looking forward to that one, and who do you think will be the winner?
I think Derek is probably going to stop him late. I'm a big fan of his. I'm a big fan of Wilder, to be honest. It's going to be a good fight, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think Derek's going to retire, but yeah, man, shout out to him.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be an incredible fight. I see it maybe finishing slightly earlier, but I mean, I'm guessing. I know you just answered this question, but the winner of those two, would that be on your radar potentially, or are you thinking that? I know you just said there, sounds like you're close to Derek, but could that be on your radar?
You lot ask them like that. Because I'm ready. It's like, and do you know what's crazy is like people like find it or they feel like I'm being disrespectful when I'm, I guess, like kind of, I don't know, calling them out or say that I want to fight this person, but like I need to fight someone. Do you know what I mean? Like and like a lot of people, they're kind of putting my inactivity as my fault. But trust me, like me and my team, we working to get fights. Like the reason why I haven't boxed like in so long was because like I was meant to box end of November like last year, and then obviously we couldn't get an opponent, and then it's scheduled to December, still couldn't get an opponent, and like what people need to realize as well, there might be an opponent available, but it doesn't make sense strategically. It doesn't make sense financially. It doesn't make sense like commercially. Do you get what I mean? Like obviously there was a long time where there might have been one person to fight, but then if I would have fought him, I would have lost like all my rankings. I would have lost like XYZ, and I was like, that doesn't make sense. So the heavyweight division, like obviously, is thriving at the minute, and I'm happy to be part of it. And like me and Frank, we need to go back to the drawing board and sit down, and then we'll be able to, I guess, like have the next fights. I feel like I ticked a lot of boxes with the Jermaine Franklin. Like people now know, like, oh, would I be able to have the gas tank? I didn't look like I was slowing down, even though I did slow down in myself. It didn't look like I was slowing down. I got caught on a nugget. I was able to show that I can be with someone that throws hands back. So I feel like I've ticked a lot of boxes, and I'm ready for whatever's like in the future.
Moses, two things before I let you go. One is we would love to have you back in the studio sooner rather than later if you're in and around London Bridge Way. Can we get you in soon?
Oh man, I thought I was going into the studio to do this interview. I don't even like doing Zoom call ones. I think they're terrible.
I agree with you. Are you back next week? Yeah, we'll get you
Do you
in.
know what? I dedicated this week.
Oh,
I dedicated this week for media.
okay.
So, do you know what? I'll do it next week, innit?
Okay. Okay, that'd be nice. And last question. You've got a picture behind you of Robert De Niro. Okay. Now, I'm a big De Niro fan. Have you seen Goodfellas?
Yep. I've seen Goodfellas, yes.
Okay. Now, Darren Bent thinks it's a terrible film, and I think it's unbelievable. You're quite a tough fella, so he's not going to argue with you. Do you think Goodfellas is amazing?
I think Goodfellas is good if you have the intelligence of a good fella, if that makes sense.
Okay. So you're saying Bentley doesn't have that intelligence?
No, as in like, so for example, in order for you to appreciate the film, I think you need to understand a little bit of it. Like there's a lot of films you can watch at face value and yeah, have a good time. But like something like Interstellar or something like you need to really be switched on or something like that. You need to be like you kind of need to be a little bit, I don't know, I guess smart to appreciate it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's a good film.
Okay, me and you both, but Bentley obviously is not as smart as me and you. Moses, what a real pleasure. We're such huge fans of yours, genuinely. I know everyone.
Really?
Yeah, we really are. I know everyone talks when they mention your name, they say the words future heavyweight champion of the world in the same sentence. It must add a little bit more pressure to the huge amount you've already got, but we're just honoured that you've come on our show. And any time you're around next week up, we'd clear the decks and we would make sure we got room for you in our studio and in our show as well.
No, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Have a good one. And make sure whatever Frank Warren offers, ask for double. All right?
I'm gonna keep that in my notes.
Do it. Go in with the Goodfellas script. You'll be fine. You get thousands, millions.
Maybe not with Frank Warren, but I got you.
Moses, real pleasure. Thanks, man. Have a lovely afternoon.
Nice one.
Thanks. There you go, Moses Itauma, future heavyweight champion of the world. I'm sure everyone's driving him mad at the moment. So the fact that he's come on our show, that's very kind of him. Maybe he's got a week off next week and thoroughly deserved. More from me and DB right after this live and drive and talk sport.
All right, Cundy.
Hello, matey.
How are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
How you feeling?
I'm all right. I'm okay, yeah.
Gone well?
Yes, so for those that don't know, the hair transplant last Thursday.
Yep.
A couple of days off.
Yeah.
Back in today.
You're looking well, mate. You look well.
So far.
You look hard.
Well, well, the head's been shaved, right? So there's always got the image, haven't you? Like of a bit of a thug.
Yeah, you look like you're going to be on like Football Factory or something.
Yeah. But look, it went well. It's such a weird process. I mean, you're in the chair for about 8.5 hours. It's all done.
I mean, that's hell for you, right? You can't.
Oh, mate. Well, they gave me. I fell asleep halfway through it. They gave me sedatives. Yes, I struggle to sit still, mate. But
struggle.
I struggle to sit.
Impossible.
Still. Yes, but they're sedatives, mate. They work their magic. But here we go. So the beginning.
Mate, I like it.
Well, we'll see.
It's the new Cundy.
The new version.
The new version of.
New improved. Don't know about that.
It looks all right, mate. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, well, look, big shout out to the Wimpole Clinic. Thank you very much for what they did. And we'll see the results, mate, over the next coming 3, 4, 5, 6 months.
You've got to have a haircut, mate. What's the haircut look? What's the trim? You
don't know.
Quiff?
Don't know what I'm going to go for, mate.
You look all right with the old skin.
Listen, I'm not having a hair transplant and then looking like this.
No?
I'm not. No, you don't have a hair transplant and shave your head.
It's all right, though.
Well, for the time being, I've got no choice. Yeah. I've got no choice. This is how it's going to be. All right, so there you go.
You're making me die.
Yeah, it's a bit. I mean, did it hurt? Obviously, during the operation, it's very weird, or during the procedure, very weird, mate. There was one at the back, so I had 3 people working on my head at one time, and I couldn't feel it, but I could feel them. It's all like when you had the anaesthetic.
Last night's defeat to Japan might have been a negative end to an uninspiring international break, but here's some good news from Danny Murphy.
I think the biggest difference for me is that when I've seen England play, although against poor opposition for the majority of it, they are more front foot. They are more high energy with him. You're not going to get this pragmatist, boring, negative football that we saw in the last tournament.
Murphy says Jude Bellingham should be the next man up should Harry Kane be unavailable. Elsewhere, Harry Maguire could be at risk of an extended suspension following his red card at Bournemouth. He's been charged by the FA with improper conduct towards the 4th official and has till tomorrow to provide a response. Now, Roberto De Zerbi starts life at Tottenham with some bad news. Pap Sarr's joined their long injury list. Meanwhile, former Spurs striker Jermaine Defoe's been speaking for the first time as a manager.
Just being in that environment for me is something that I've always wanted, something that I've always loved. But yeah, I think you've got to enjoy it. This is something that I've always wanted. You have to embrace it. I've waited a long time, to be honest. I've done all the courses, I've put in the hours, and now it's here. I'm gonna enjoy this.
He's taken over National League Woking and is desperate to get going. Get more on all of that on the website at talksport.com.
Drive on talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. Let me just say now, just seeing you walking about the office without shoes on, man. No good.
Why are you airing my business?
Because whatever we do...
No, it's not.
Okay, I'll just sort of share it with our voters.
No.
All right, okay.
Just come out airing my business like
I just saw you walking about in the office without you.
You were walking around in a vest the other day. I didn't say anything, did I? Yeah, you was, vest.
A high vis one?
Vest.
Imagine if I was.
Walking around just a vest, man.
Just bowling about.
String vest.
String vest. You ever worn a string vest?
Yeah, back in here, of course, when I was younger.
Oh,
all the holes in it.
Yeah, that's what string vest. Yeah, but not under a garment to keep you warm.
No, I wore it summertime just on its own.
Yeah, it's a fashion statement.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I was a kid at the time when I wore it.
No, but I'm saying like not to keep warm. Like in the 50s.
Oh yeah, no, I just wore it. to just
like
to wear it.
like a cordon, like with a pair of like basketball shorts or something.
Just shorts, something, yeah.
Yeah.
String vest. Really? What was I thinking?
Yeah, but we all did crazy things when we were young, right?
She did a couple of crazy things too. I got with you. Tell you that.
I got hold of you.
Yeah.
True.
Skinny jeans and Red Wings and.
They were skin tight, weren't they?
Jeez.
It's like Cundy now, isn't it? Maybe he's trying to turn into me, Cundy. He's just had his hair done, hasn't he?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Were you giving someone a pace now?
No, I don't want him associated with that product. Top end stuff, that is. Still to come, we'll have some fun with the best of talkSPORT. But earlier, Benny put together his starting 11. Well, you haven't aired it yet. You put together your starting 11 of players from countries not going to the World Cup.
Yes, correct.
Now, it says here, Benny, just remind us of the team, but you haven't told us of the team.
No.
So, Benny, tell us the team, starting 11 of players that won't be playing in the World Cup.
Right, so goalkeeper, Donnarumma. I mean, there were some nice ones to choose from. Jono Oblak, Atletico.
Who's printing out all of that?
Joe for me. So my team's there though, but
yeah, but there's a lot of work gone into that. Well done, not really.
I've gone Donnarumma.
Yeah.
In goal, I think he has to be. Right, back four was a bit of a difficult one. So I've gone left back Kirkes, Hungary didn't qualify.
Yeah.
I've gone Calafiori, left centre half.
There you go.
Italy. I've gone Bastoni.
Yeah.
Italy, Inter Milan. And I've gone. Now the right back situation was tough because I've gone Matty Cash.
You've gone Trent.
I've gone Cash. Yeah, because England qualified.
Yeah, but he's not going.
Yeah, but England did.
Yeah, I know.
So you got Matty Cash.
Yeah.
I also got Ola Aina from Nigeria. They didn't qualify. A few Premier League ones in here as well. People like Nathan Collins, centre half. Joachim Anderson, centre half, plays for Fulham. Calvin Bassey, of course, Nigeria. But I went for Matty Cash, Poland.
Yeah. Do you think he's underrated, Matty Cash? I think he's.
No, I think some people kind of rate him.
Do you?
Yeah, I think he's all right. Yeah.
Oh.
No,
I think he's all right.
Yeah, I think he's like a decent fullback in the Premier League. I'm not putting him up there with Reece James. Do you know what I mean? So, but no, it's decent. And I'm also playing 4-4-2.
All right. Why are you looking like that? You done something a little bit sneaky, yeah?
No, I haven't. My two in the middle of the park.
You look how excited you are. Hold on. Oh, right, in the middle of 4-4-2, right?
Tonali.
All right.
Sandro Tonali.
Yeah.
Sabozlai. Oh, it's nice, that, isn't it?
How are you spelling it? With an L at the end?
Yeah, with an I at the end.
Right,
not Sabozl.
Yeah. That's unbelievable too,
Yeah,
that is.
those two. You could have had Mikael Damsgaard, of course, from Denmark. Didn't make it. Okay, I'll tell you my white players and I'll say who didn't make it either. On the right, you'll be happy with me. Mbuemo. Cameroon didn't make it.
Not going, is he?
No.
Jeez.
Left, Kvaratskhelia.
Oh, that's a travesty.
Georgia.
How much is he worth now?
Oh, my goodness.
How young is he? Is he young? Is he 26, 27?
He ain't that old.
He's not, is he?
No.
I'd love to see him in the Premier League.
Hey, spell that. Kvaratskhelia, go.
Have you got it there?
Yeah, right in front of me.
I'll spell it for you, right?
Go on. Jack, don't say anything. Joe, don't say anything either.
I'll take my ears out, right?
Yeah, go.
K.
Yep.
R.
Right, we'll stop there.
Right, okay. What was it?
KV.
Right, K. Let me carry on.
No, take the things out again.
Okay. No, I swear to God, I won't cheat. KV.
Yep.
A.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. I've done the V. AV. Have I done AV?
Oh, you've lost me now. Start again.
What have I said?
KV.
KV. A.
Yep.
Another K.
No. R.
Graver. Rec. I.
You might as well open again.
No, I couldn't get near that. I couldn't get near. I bet he can't even spell it.
Kvaratskhelia, yeah.
Go on, spell it.
It is KVARATSKHELIA.
That's impossible spelling. Isn't it?
Kvaratskhelia, yeah. Kvaratskhelia on my left. I did put in Harry Wilson, who's having probably the season of his life. Yeah. Iwobi Lookman, who's been unbelievable for Atletico Madrid as well. But yeah, that's my four. Sabozlai,
Can I say, when you mention Harry Wilson, there's going to be a lot of very good players at middle of the road club that will be going to big clubs.
Yeah, he's on a free now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic player.
It's amazing when you've got a contract negotiation.
Shop window,
you have the season of your life.
Yeah, I get that.
My two strikers, Robert Lewandowski, Poland.
That is nuts.
Victor Osimhen, right? Nigeria. I was going to put in Guirassy, place of Guinea, right? Because look at his numbers for Dortmund the last couple of seasons. Crazy.
Yeah.
But I just opted.
You can't leave either of those two out.
No, I can't. So I couldn't get him in. But yeah, I've left out Rasmus Højlund, Benjamin Sesko, Troy Parrott, Alejandro Mitrovic.
Troy who?
Parrott. Hey. But yeah, that was my team.
Benty. Go on, read it out again.
Right, so Donnarumma, Italian.
Yeah.
Matty Cash, Poland. Bastoni, Italy. Calafiori, Italy. Kirkes, Hungary. Sabozlai, Hungary. Tonali, Italy. Kvaratskhelia, Georgia. Mbuemo, Cameroon. Robert Lewandowski, Poland. Victor Osimhen, Nigeria.
Okay. Should that team be going to the World Cup?
No, should be playing the team that wins the World Cup.
Okay, and another game of football.
Yeah.
What would you call that competition?
The best of the best. The nation's best.
The
world's best.
The world's best.
Yeah.
The world's best cup.
Yeah.
I like that. You can have your vote on that if you like by picking up the phone and dialing in 037172233 for anyone that Benny's forgot about. And also, do you like the best v the best? We'll be doing the best of talkSPORT when we come back.
The same Vinay Venkatesham, who was lauding and applauding Daniel Levy there. He blamed Levy for the club's issues at a fan advisory board meeting. Insufficient focus across the organisation on-pitch success, a lack of specialist expertise in certain areas, and insufficient empowerment of experts in others. A growing disconnect between the club and its supporters base. But 3 months before that, Daniel, I don't know how you do it.
It's like
I mean, what?
It's like wedding vows, isn't
That
it?
shows you the calibre, doesn't it? I don't doubt the man is a commercially adept operator. But the king is dead. Long live the king. I had one of those in Phil Alexander, who was a treacherous hound as well. And in this instance, you've got people...
You didn't name
not
them,
leaders. Not leaders. That's not a leader. That's not a leader. That's not a leader. First of all,
Venkatesham?
Yeah, what a fawning, pitiful, sycophantic exhibition of absolute ghastliness. Right, which was then spun on its head 6 months later because his new masters have suggested something different. I mean, that doesn't smack to me of any one single scintilla of integrity, does it you? For me...
Integrity or sincerity.
Yeah, I mean, listen...
And I met Vinay, and I thought he was a delightful
He's an operator.
fella.
I'm sure
But
he's an
then-
operator. I want leaders. It's not a leader. You don't run with a hare and hump with the hounds as a leader. You have definite views. Yeah, you adjust your information and you pivot. And he may well have found some awful bodies in the building, metaphorically speaking, that subsequently explain this massive...
talkSPORT, me, Goldstein Darren Bent, to come. Your questions on what's happening, Bentley. Just quickly, Chelsea have announced the biggest pre-tax loss in Premier League history at 262 million. I don't know how they get out. What does that mean? How does that work? Napoli considering taking action against Romelu Lukaku after he failed to report for training.
Listen,
Why do I feel like there's all something going on with Romelu Lukaku? There's always something.
Very complicated, isn't it?
It must be, yeah.
By the way, did you get done with an April Fool's gag today?
No, with Aubameyang.
Now, was the Aubameyang one on... That's real, is it? That's real.
Aubameyang's not going to Tottenham.
That's a real story. It was just Andy Brassel saying it would be a good idea.
Oh.
Did talkSPORT put a fake one out? My wife got me one about 5 minutes past 12 last night. We went to bed. She told me something, and I was like, oh my God, you're joking. She went, April Fool.
Yeah.
You didn't get done at all?
No.
Didn't do it with your kids?
No. Didn't forgot.
Just forgot, yeah. It does happen, I suppose, this time every year. Right, time now for this.
The talkSPORT 20k giveaway.
Yeah, competition time. It's about as well. Just imagine what you do with £20,000 because talkSPORT are giving one lucky listener the chance to bag 20 grand, completely tax-free. Don't miss your chance to win this huge amount of money. Here's how you can enter. For your chance to win, text WIN to 83338. A text costs £2.50 plus standard network rate, or you can call 0343 418 7260. Lines close the 9th of April this year at 4 p.m. I think that's the last one, Jack. 18 plus UK residents only. It's a network promotion, full T's and C's at talksport.com. For your chance to win £20,000 completely tax-free. It's an unbelievable prize. All you got to do is text 3 letters WIN, W-I-N, it's that simple, to 83338 now. Time now for this. Best of talkSPORT. This is where we show you the best of talkSPORT. Or not. Let's kick things off with last night's Sports Bar. Now, many of you know that Jamie O'Hara is an established film critic and he's had about enough of films today.
Do you remember how many good films there used to be out there? There used to be, like, amazing films made. Every year there'd be 4 or 5 ones where you go, can't wait to go and watch that in cinema. Now, no. Who goes to cinema? No one. True. Because they're putting out guff. And Netflix are making these terrible movies, so it's easy money for the actors, and it's doing my head in. I used to love going to the cinema. I'm getting old, I want to go and watch a really good film. There's no good films out there no more. None. The only person who makes good films, Tom Cruise.
Right. When he says it's easy money for the actors, I don't understand what that means. I mean, if you're filming a film and it's on Netflix, it still takes the same amount of time to film it.
Yeah.
I don't really get
no, but listen, Adam Sandler on that Netflix, he's pulled
he's smashed in pieces, yeah. Other than Denzel, who are the 3 best film stars in the world right now?
Right now, in terms of, like...
I can't give you more information than
I'm just gonna
now.
DiCaprio.
Yeah, I'd agree with
I liked his last film, One Battle After Another.
Oh.
I like that.
Yeah, that's a good film.
Glenn Powell.
What's that?
He's in Twisters. Well, fair, he's in everything right now. And probably...
in Twister?
Twisters. We've done the new Twisters. And I would probably go with...
Turkey Twizzlers.
I'll probably go with Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, yeah, Oscar winner.
Yeah.
Which film character does O'Hara most resemble? Who's the...
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell?
Is his name Ferrell?
Yeah.
Ferrell?
Will Ferrell.
Yeah, him.
Colin Farrell. Will Ferrell.
Yeah. We ain't Colin Farrell.
He ain't.
They ain't Colin Farrell.
No, he's not. What's your biggest moan about modern day films?
Do you know what? I struggle to watch films nowadays. There's not that many that I'm like gripping me. Obviously,
what, because it can't keep your attention for that long?
Yeah, I mean, Marvel films, that kind of stuff, of course, aliens, zombies and that, yes, but I can't remember the last time I went to the cinema and was like, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I enjoyed Sinners, which I watched it.
I need to see that. Is that zombies?
That's vampires.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Our mate's in it. Jack O'Connell, well, my mate, Jack O'Connell's in it.
Right.
But that's why I always go back to the 90s, action 90s film.
Yeah, okay. Reminder, Sports Bar is back tonight, 10 o'clock, O'Hara and Cundy.
On to White and Jordan, where they were joined by the former Liverpool and England midfielder, Smurf. Here's how they kicked off their show.
While I was introducing the show to the many, many listeners all around the UK and beyond, I saw you fiddling about, messing about with the handbrake on your seat. Now, what's going on with it?
Too low.
It's too low?
Too low.
Okay. Maybe someone in the next break could come up and jack up Simon's seat. We'll see if we can do that.
Do have a good jacking up.
We all could.
What's your favourite?
I don't understand that reference, those two, do they?
What's your favourite seat in the world?
What I'd sit on? My favourite seat in the world? The throne that I'll be on soon when my painting comes.
Okay, yeah, nice. If you could change one thing about this studio, what would it be?
Co-host.
Ha 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 ha.
Well, I'd totally I'll get rid of that telly so it will sit out.
Yeah.
I'd have a desk down the middle. Like, who's the bald fella that does the podcast? The famous one.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, like that. I'd have a big table in the middle like that.
Okay. How would Mrs. G describe your DIY skills?
Adequate.
I don't think you're a DIY man.
No, I am.
No, you're not.
Honestly, if
You're not.
there's a good hammering needed in my house, I can do that.
Jim and Simon will be back at 10 a.m. tomorrow, and for all the best bits of the show, check out Outspoken wherever you get your podcasts.
It's the look of disgust on Joe's face.
I'm not surprised.
Which spurs me on. Let's finish with Hawksby and Jacobs. Paul and Andy were discussing the results of a crucial Premier League poll.
It's probably the most pointless survey of all time, but we pass it on in good faith. This is Premier League clubs in proximity to a Greggs. I know. I take it Greggs did the research. So it's not altogether surprising that the football ground with the Greggs that's nearest is St James's Park, because it's in the centre of town.
What's your go-to Greggs order? I've never had a Greggs in my life. I just see people nicking stuff from Greggs. That's all I see.
Sausage roll.
They do a good one.
Yeah.
Ginger Pig do the best sausage rolls. Yeah, you must have been in a Ginger Pig before.
No, yeah, Greggs.
You've never been in a Ginger Pig?
Nah, straight sausage roll.
You've never been in a...
No. Again, next question.
I've been in a Ginger Pig many a time.
Oh, nice.
If you could put any restaurant next to the Emirates, what would you choose?
Oh, it's there, mate, ready. Just Jerk, Jamaican shop on the corner. Every time I park behind there.
Just Jerk? Have they made a movie?
Nah, I go behind there, park behind there, and then on the way in, get a little something, take it into the press lounge, which I shouldn't do, so I put it in my bag.
Yeah.
And then on the way out, grab a little patty on the way home.
Our little patty. What's the best thing about the city of Newcastle?
The night out. Wow.
Best club in Newcastle?
Well, it's probably changed since I was there, but back then it was Top Palace.
Yeah.
Madame Coos, Tiger. Yeah.
What's the best club in the North East?
Well, one of them three when I was there. I don't know about now.
No. Sunderland is your answer, Darren.
Oh.
That's why I added North East.
Yeah, Sunderland, yeah.
You can catch Asian Joe.
No, you got it, bro.
Shut up. 21 minutes to go. The podcast is out now. A Thursday, a new one drops. And if you download today's podcast, you get Billy in your house cleaning with just an apron on and nothing else. If you download today's podcast. That stayed in the show. 21 minutes to go. Go download it from wherever you get your podcast from. When we come back, Billy, have we got enough What's Happening Benties?
Someone said from Ginger Pig, it's about £7 for a sausage roll.
It is. But they're unbelievable.
Ginger Pig, I haven't heard of it.
Come down my way and I will take you into a Ginger Pig. All right? Unbelievable food. Shout out Ginger Pig. What's Happening Bentley when we come back for the last hour? It's gone quick, isn't it? Last hour drive and talkSPORT after this.
I don't know if you saw the Italy penalties last night. Absolutely,
I did.
I didn't.
Woeful.
Yeah.
But the atmosphere in Zenica in Bosnia, I mean, they had guys with flares in the high-rise buildings next to the stadium. I mean, they gave those Italians a tough night.
Okay, Nick, look, it's easy sitting here, right, taking penalties. Been there, Ali's done it as well. But when you see the Italian penalties, and two of them, one's blasted over the bar and one hits the bar.
Yeah.
You know, surely if you're going to go hard, keep it low. You've got to go low. You know, you're not playing rugby.
I know.
You're not blasting it as high as you can.
Well, we saw Brennan Johnson for Wales as well do a similar thing. But one of the Bosnian players stuck his penalty in the top corner. It was absolutely perfect. So if it comes off, it's the best place to go.
Yeah, there's very few that can do that.
Absolutely.
Okay, in that moment. Would you, Al, be confident?
No, I used to just whip them back across myself.
Low and hard.
Yeah.
Low and hard was
whip them back across. You take the chance. If you lift it, it looks great. It goes in, but if it doesn't,
yeah.
Also, we're not going to see world-class keeper like Donnarumma still hasn't been to a World Cup, you know, and he's been in that Italy side for a long time.
Unbelievable.
Do you know what? Mad stuff comes out. When things like this happen and you then go, Donnarumma is not going to go to a World Cup. And Ali says, that's the third World Cup in a row they've missed. Mad.
And they've won a Euros in between.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not as if they've had a bad team. They've won a Euros in between.
That's mad, isn't it? That's mad.
It's unbelievable. Really, I think it's remarkable.
Life after football. For a lot of players, it means going into punditry. Some turn to coaching or working in the game in other ways. But what about the rest? Some former footballers turn their sights away from the game, and there are a few big surprises. First up, from rainbow flicks to pancake flips. Ex-Chelsea and Southampton defender Ken Monku switched up his footballing career to buy a Dutch pancake house. He bought out the shop, which had been his favourite pancake spot as a child, and before long he was mixing the batter and getting behind the stove. Next, Everton legend Thomas Gravesen swapped out the high stakes of the Premier League for those of the poker room. He made over 150 appearances for the Toffees and won the Scottish Premier League with Celtic. Turned out the Danish international was pretty darn good at poker. He racked up a reported £100 million from his Las Vegas adventures. Remember former Chelsea goalkeeper Petr Cech? Turns out football nets weren't the only goals he was pretty handy in front of. After retirement, he became a goaltender in ice hockey. Same skills, very different surface. And he even won a Division 2 title with Guildford Phoenix. For ex-Liverpool centre-back Daniel Agger, it wasn't just fancy footwork that was in his blood. He was also pretty good with his hands. The Denmark international turned to tattoo artistry after he hung up his boots. He'd qualified as a skin artist while at Anfield, and he then became the co-owner of his own tattoo company as well. It's not all glamour for ex-pros, though. 1966 World Cup winner Ray Wilson set up a very different kind of business. He became an undertaker after he retired. Finally, not many people can say they've won both a World Cup and starred in an Oscar-winning film. In fact, there's only one person in the entire world who can say that. Frank Leboeuf, the former Chelsea defender, was part of the 1998 France squad who won the World Cup. He ended up marking Brazil's Ronaldo in the final and helped his side to a 3-0 win. But Leboeuf had already begun acting on the side while he was playing football, and his biggest role came some years after his retirement when he landed the part of a doctor in the Stephen Hawking biopic The Theory of Everything.
I embrace the career of acting, so I want to learn more. So seeing lots of movies is a part of my job.
To be honest, with all the dramatic diving in the game these days, there's probably tons of ex-pros who've got the acting skills to make it in Hollywood.
Welcome back to the last hour drive. talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Bent is here.
It's almost like they're just so scared at the minute. Hey,
There's no need for that. By the way, a big shout out to whoever is handling the social media for DAZN.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. They put some great stuff up, haven't they? On
Definitely,
their
yeah.
Instagram.
Best team not going to the...
Going to the World Cup 4 minutes ago. Are they listening to the show? A compliment, Darren. A compliment. Still to come, Bentley's going to bring us the latest edition of IMDb. But now, Man United's women, they're in Champions League action away to Bayern Munich. Angelina Kelly's watching for talkSPORT. Angelina?
It is Bayern Munich 0, Manchester United 1, and it's a goal for Melvin Mallard. Jade Riviere plays her through with a beautiful ball pretty much from the halfway line. Mallard shrugs off a Bayern defender. The keeper comes out to her. She fails to clear the ball. Mallard goes round her and slots the ball past another Bayern defender low into the far corner of an empty net. Truly deserved. Man United have been knocking at the door, and since that goal, Mallard has almost nearly scored another one as well. It's Bayern Munich 0, Manchester United 1. That is 3-3 on aggregate.
Thanks, Julia. Benny, you've been to the Allianz, haven't you?
Absolutely incredible.
Can you compare it to any other?
I mean, the outsizing is like a spaceship.
Yeah. It's not actually a spaceship, though, right?
No, but when they do it, the colours and change the colours and stuff.
What, outside?
Yeah.
Or do they?
Yeah, because obviously I did the Euros there, talkSPORT. My favourite stadium going to when I did the Euros Germany was Dortmund.
Right, because of the wall.
But even just when you even getting into it, it's just that's been my favourite stadium I've ever been to. That Dortmund, yeah.
Okay. Where we're meant to be playing Brazil at the World Cup in Miami.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, is that a football stadium or like a super...
if it's a Dolphin stadium, then...
Have you been there?
No.
You've not been
Been
there?
to Miami, yeah, but not there.
No, you haven't been there, okay. Right, time now for this.
Benty, what's up? Oh, Benty, what's up? What's up, Benty? What
Benty?
Yeah, time for What's Happening, Benny. We give you the dance floor to ask for Roberto and Albion, Low Knee, Darren Bent, anything you want. Should we start with the first one? I think that's a good place to start.
What's happening, Benty? Steve from Derby here. What's your favourite movie ending and why?
Ooh,
that is a great question.
Do you know what? Right, I've really like the end of Heat, but it's more like it's like middle-ish towards the end.
That's a crap ending.
You want me out? The shooting scene.
He runs after him in the air.
Yeah, he's chasing for ages.
Ending.
Yeah, but that's the whole sequence is the ending. The shoot outside the bank, and he's chasing him from there.
Ending, mate.
Yeah, of course it is.
Shoot out the bank's about half an hour before the end.
No, but that whole half an hour is the end.
No.
Where they all die.
No.
It's the end.
You know what he means.
No, that's my favourite.
That's not an ending.
It is an ending.
It's not
the ending doesn't have to be the last 2 minutes.
It does.
It doesn't.
That's not the end then.
Well, no, I like the end of Heat, which I think is incredible.
No, you like the middle of Heat.
No, I like the last half hour, which is Heat.
Okay, what about end? Okay, plot twist. We go.
Usual Suspects.
Okay, there you go. There's the right answer.
No, the right answer is Heat. But for my second backup question, I'm going to say Usual Suspects.
What about what's his name? Shawshank.
Yeah, it's decent, but no, it's unbelievable. But but Kaiser Soze in Usual Suspects, you think he's disabled,
right?
And when he walks out and he's normal again.
Normal, yeah, no.
That's incredible.
That is an unbelievable ending.
Yeah,
right?
thank you.
But mate, Shawshank, come on, everyone loves Shawshank.
Could you read the feature at the top, please?
What's happening, Bentley?
Thank you.
Time for the next question for Bentley.
What's up, Benty? Jan here. What is your favourite Rocky film and why? P.S. The answer has to be Rocky 4, just because it is epic.
I like Rocky 4, Drago. I love that one. I'd like 3 with Mr. T, but
and Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, but I do really like 1 because
there's a mistake in 1.
But I like the story of him. Like he's a nothing boxer and he gets the opportunity and he takes the opportunity.
You know the huge mistake with the end of Rocky 1.
Go on.
So remind everyone how it ends.
Yeah, obviously they both knock each other. No, they both go down. They both get up.
Yep.
Do they both get up?
Yeah. No, Apollo doesn't.
No, that's not 1 because Apollo wins the first one.
Okay, so remind everyone how 2 ends.
So 2 ends with him. They're both going down, and he manages to get up, and then he collapses again.
Right.
I'm talking about Sylvester Stallone, Rocky.
Yeah. So the reason why that's wrong, is because Stallone throws the punch, and knocks Apollo down, and they both fall down, and the referee's counting both of them.
Yeah.
You can't be counted out if you slip.
Okay, nice.
And Stallone slipped, right?
Yeah.
That's why he's on the floor. No one hit him.
Okay, yeah.
So you can't be counted out. No. So while the referee's counting both of them, 1, 2. It doesn't matter. He wouldn't have been counted.
I mean, are you one of those guys that sits
that is huge
with a notepad? Like,
no, but that's massive.
Not really, because really, the ref would have stopped the fight rounds before that when he's getting battered.
I know, but what I'm saying is the referee counted both of them. You actually wouldn't count Rocky.
Oh, he's that guy, and he.
No, that's unbelievable.
You sit home with a notepad and go right. Wrong.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Volcano.
Honestly, you're better than that.
I think that's a great stat. Don't you think that's a good stat?
Yeah, it's part of the film.
Sloan, if you're listening, Sloan, you got it wrong. Next one, please, Jacqueline.
What's up, Benty? Giles Villa fan.
Question: stuck in traffic, can't pull over. Do you wee in a Coke bottle or not?
Just a great question. That is an unbelievable question.
Just say the question again because it wasn't clear.
So when you're stuck in traffic and there's no toilets about, would you consider weeing in a bottle? Now this has happened to me.
Or not.
This has happened to me. So I did a game, right, at Wembley, right? And I've been drinking water all day. I was absolutely busting, but because I didn't get to I was obviously on time for work, but I got to the car park where I was parking late, and I ended up having to park at the top of a multi-story. Now, anyone who's parked in a multi-story with a game, the traffic to get out of it is horrific. So I'm sitting there, and it's got me. I can't go anywhere. And I had a bottle in the back, man, right? And
what would you have? Like 2 litre?
I had like a normal 500ml bottle, right?
500ml?
Yeah. So like this, 500. What's this?
That's about 250, isn't it?
No,
100.
This is 350. This, but anyway, like this, but a bit bigger than this, 350, right?
Yeah.
I had 2 of them in the car.
It's not that big.
So I had to go, didn't I? I had to go in the car because I couldn't get out and do it. I had to do it in the car, spilt a little bit, right?
Where'd you spill it? On the floor?
In my car, on the floor.
Yeah.
I had to then get the other bottle. I did it.
So you hold on, stop.
Trying to lock it off.
Yeah.
And then the next day, man, straight to the cleaners, man. The car wash.
What did you do with the bottles?
Oh, I threw them in the bin. I drove past like a big skip and just threw them in the skip, man. Got me there. You know when it gets you, you can't go nowhere. You're stuck.
Horrible feeling.
Yeah.
The world's coming to an end.
So I took my Lan to Manchester.
Next day?
Yeah, on the Sunday.
Just some Lucasade?
No, and I went to Tesco's for this reason, and you can get the drums of water. That the big drum, just in case. I'm talking about big old drum, just in case.
It's not a bad call to leave that in your car.
Right, that and baby wipes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, women listening will be thinking, you lucky men.
Trust
'Cause
me.
if they're stuck in the car,
Finished.
they're stuck.
Yeah. Good question. I like that question.
Great question.
Yeah.
They're the ones we want from outside the box. Good
Yeah.
work. Next one, please.
What's happening, Benny? It's Steve from Colchester. I work in central London, so I'm just sitting in traffic in my work van. I was just wondering, what would be your favourite car to sit in traffic in?
Well, one of my mates is like a chauffeur.
Is he?
Yeah, and he's got one of those Vianos with TVs and that in the back.
Don't know that car.
You know the big Mercedes Jeep, black. You would have seen loads of them.
Oh, the ones I get picked up in every morning
Yeah,
for talkSPORT.
that thing. Yeah. One of those, man.
Yeah.
Even if stuck in traffic, we've got the seats, reclining seats, put your feet up, watch TV.
Yeah, but he's the chauffeur.
Yeah.
So it goes in the back.
Yeah, I get in the back.
Oh, so you? Oh, okay. From your.
Yes. So like I'm sitting in the back watching the TV, my feet up.
Yeah.
Best thing in traffic. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Good question. That
is a great question. I've got a story. I don't know if I could tell it. No.
Whenever you start with that, I don't know if I could tell it. Don't.
No, I can tell it actually. No, Joe. I
Do
can.
you know what I mean? Honestly.
No, I can tell.
Joe, dump button. Get ready.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So I'm good friends with Rachel Riley, right?
I don't know.
No, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Of course, it's fine, right? And so I was working for MUTV, and we went up on the train together. And while I'm chatting to her, I'm like, "Do you like whiskey?" And she's like, "Yeah, I like whiskey." And I went, "I'll get a bottle of whiskey for the way home." And I was getting a car home.
Mm-hmm.
And so we come out of the stadium, and I couldn't see the car. And I phoned up the fella, and I was like, "Where are you?" And he went, "A Mercedes." And I went, "I can't see a Mercedes." And he went, "No, it's a big party bus."
Mm-hmm.
So I'm taking it back to London. So me and Rachel got in the back of it, right? Big party bus, big TV screen. And the two of us together did a bottle of whiskey from Manchester to London, right? And so we're coming back, and I said, like, where do you want to, and she went, "I'll get a car from your house to mine," right? So I phoned Mrs. G up, and I went, "We'll be home about 1:30. Rachel's coming in." She knows Rachel, obviously, right? But we've both had a bottle of whiskey. And she went, "All right." And so we got through the door, and my wife's come down, and she went, "I've got your cab." "Oh, great, okay." And Rachel's crawling in on her hands and knees. She was that drunk.
Wow.
She was that hammered.
Jeez.
Yeah, now imagine trying to get away with that if your wife wasn't about.
Trust
No, I'm saying my wife's friends with us.
Why would you question whether you could tell that story or not?
Because where
I feel like you missed
people's
a bit
minds
out.
would go,
Yeah.
go.
Okay, yeah.
All right? Well, no, Mrs. G was there. We're
Yeah,
friends,
I,
all right?
I love that. I haven't said anything,
All
did
right,
I?
fine. I was just saying I was standing, all right? She wasn't. Right, time for the next one.
Well happening, Benji? What was the one film you watched as a kid over and over and over again? Like maybe you had that little VCR TV combo, and the one film that was always in it, and you watched every night and you knew every word to it.
Right, by the way, great questions this week.
Yeah.
Well done.
As a kid, I used to watch Hook a lot.
What, the cartoon?
No, the
film.
Robin Williams, God rest his soul.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one. I watched that quite a lot as a kid.
Why?
Great film, that.
Yeah, why are you watching that all the time? Like Star Wars,
I was
I
a
get
kid.
it. No, I know, but Star Wars, I get it.
Yeah, but no.
Hook.
Yeah, Hook was a great film.
Okay.
I'm probably a lot of the Disney ones, but not like the Disney we see nowadays, like the old, like, Rescuers.
But didn't you watch like, oh yeah, now Rescuers, I've seen that for years. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, things like that.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, you not watching Superman when you were a kid?
Yeah, a little bit, obviously, again, God rest his soul.
You don't need to say that.
You
Everyone
do.
dies.
You know, Christopher Reeve. Yeah, a lot of that, Superman.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, probably the Hook one
What's
would
your
be
best Superman with Christopher Reeve?
the one, number 2.
Yeah.
With the 3...
General Zod.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the best Superman for me is Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't bring him back.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't know why.
I said this fella.
He was devastated. On to the next one. Good questions. Next one, please, Jack.
What's happening, Benty? Just listening to the show, and I thought this would be a good one. You either have to go on a rocket for 2 days, or you go on an aeroplane for 14 days, or you erase your whole football career so no one even knows about you and all your money's gone. Cheers, Charlie.
Could be the best question we've ever had on this on that.
The worst question.
Nah, it's a good one. That
It doesn't make any sense. Go on a rocket, go on a plane, or erase
yeah.
it.
I'm going on the rocket for 2 days, man. There's no way I'm on no plane for no 14 days.
Have you been to Australia?
Hold on, is a plane on the runway?
It's up in the air.
Hey, do you know what I mean?
He didn't say the rocket was anywhere, did he?
No. No, if they're both airbound.
Have you ever been to Australia?
No, it's too far.
Have you been hot air balloon?
No. Are you crazy? What would I call a hot air
Have you
balloon?
seen the clip of that fella that proposes to his missus in a hot air balloon?
She says no, and they're stuck on there together.
Have you seen it?
No. I've seen it, but I've not watched it all, but yeah.
He's up there, and and they go up there, and he turns, he goes like, Becky, or whatever, and he takes a ring out, and she's like, oh, don't ask me that. And he goes, we've been friends for a long time, I love you, will you marry me?
No.
And then she says no, and then he's just stuck in a hot air
I
balloon.
don't know why she wouldn't say yes, just up there, and then when she got down, just go, nah.
You can't do.
Oh, but she can say no while he's up there in the
Yeah,
air.
you can't say yeah and then go, I was only joking.
Yeah, no. I'm going,
That's awful.
I've
isn't it?
never gone on a hot air balloon. Never.
No, I wouldn't either. It's
No.
pointless, right?
Yeah.
The best thing that can happen is you land safely.
A gust of wind, see ya.
No, that's the one.
Do you know what I mean? No, it's not about me, that.
Not for me either.
No.
Good. Oi.
Yeah.
Good. Give them a round of applause, D.
I thought they were outstanding.
Great WhatsApps. We can only do
Every
that
week,
feature
they're
with you.
brilliant.
Well, some weeks they're rubbish.
No, but not. Every week, I love the
This
feature.
week was brilliant. More from the sneaker freak and me right after this Live and Drive and talkSPORT.
Tottenham Hotspur have appointed Roberto De Zerbi as their new head coach. It is a 5-year deal. De Zerbi will become one of the best paid coaches in the Premier League, and he will receive a huge survival bonus if he keeps them up. Spurs were reluctant to include any relegation clause in De Zerbi's contract, in part because of the message it would send to the players. So there ain't no clause in there. His first game in charge will be away to Sunderland on April the 12th. Thereafter, at home to Brighton, away to Wolves and Villa, at home to Leeds, away to Chelsea, and at home to Everton. And the sporting director, Johan Lang, says De Zerbi was always the club's first choice. Simon, we've spoken about this, and now it's happened. Is this going to be a match made in heaven or hell?
Or, I mean, ultimately, for Spurs, if they avoid relegation as a result of the decisions that he makes, initially it'll be a match made in heaven. I mean, I judge him by his conduct in previous instances, and I always make the observation that if someone shows you what they are, believe them. But also, people are capable of revisiting things, changing the way they operate, and learning from their experiences. And that's the reasons why my attitude has adjusted towards Marcus Silva, because new information determines that. So my bias towards De Zerbi is not about his football coaching prowess, because we know he's a good, decent coach. Is he elite? No, I don't think he is. But is he a good one? Yeah. Is he better than Tudor? Yes. Is he worthy of being paid the third highest manager in the Premier League? Of course he's not. But Spurs have been bent over because they put themselves in a situation where they've got no choice to be able to go around and go, we got so desperate now, we'll pay anybody anything. It looks like, you know, if you can go into a desert and convince us that sand is water, we'll drink it, because we're in a situation where we're so desperate.
Drive talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent is here for the ride, and so are you and your millions, which we always appreciate. Thank you for that. Still to come, we'll be looking ahead to Chisora against Wilder live on DAZN this weekend. Is it pay-per-view? We've got to pay for it. It's $24.95, is it? It's a lot of money for that. What?
No, you know what? I wasn't going to do that. I was going to crack a little joke there, but no.
Oh, go on.
No, I'm not doing it, no. I'm betting you, so I'm not doing that.
Okay. I'm glad we had that chat. Just quickly, Newcastle reportedly open to selling players at the right price this summer, opening the door for Sandro Tonali to potentially move to Manchester United.
I mean, I don't understand that. Why are they announcing that they're potentially... How many are they selling?
They've got to sell, right?
I'm saying, how are they ever going to...
Their owners have got more money than any owners of any club in any sport in the world.
I wonder if the owners at some point are going to go, do you know what? This ain't happening.
I don't get why they can't work that out.
They should be able to. If you've got that much money.
Yeah. I just don't get how you can't.
No, I agree with you.
Name the training ground something and get $2 billion for it.
Yeah.
I know you can't do that. I know that. Right, this is fascinating, Benny. This is nuts, right? I don't know if you know this, you lot, but if you don't, have a listen to this. It's understood that at least one EFL club has expressed concerns over Michael O'Neill's dual role. Now, he's, of course, currently the manager of both Blackburn and Northern Ireland. Blackburn are 4 points clear of the drop zone. So are West Brom, whilst Oxford are 1 point from safety. In last night's draw with Wales, 2 Oxford players played 64 minutes, 1 played the remaining 26, and West Brom's Isaac Price played 45. Meanwhile, would you believe it, Blackburn's Tom Aitchison came on for just 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. As well as that, Hull defender Paddy McNair was sent home before last night's game, and Hull play Blackburn's relegation rivals, Oxford, on Friday. O'Neill spoke to the media after last night's game, was disappointed, those questioning his selections.
I'll always try to protect the players. I don't want the players coming here and it affecting their club situation. So it was a little bit disappointed with that, because I didn't get a phone call from any of the managers. I didn't get a phone call from anyone from their respective clubs. So they felt that whatever they decided to do, or what avenue they took to raise their concerns, it's disappointing, given that I've managed over 100 international games and I've always put the players first.
Now, you could say what you like. It might be a coincidence, but his players at club level, Blackburn, played 10 minutes. Players that played for clubs in and around them that are a threat played a lot longer. and players that will be playing against his rivals.
Played a lot of minutes.
Yeah. No, was sent home.
Yeah.
And making sure they're ready for the weekend's football. Now, you could say, well, he's not thinking about that.
Yeah.
But is he thinking about that?
Yeah, of course he is. But at the same time, he's in that position, so he can do what he wants. That's the. I know people might question the integrity of it, but that's the decision you make when you're in that dual role. These type of things, and again, us as a society, media outlets, whatever you want to call it, will look at these like trends and go, hold on a second here, Tank's a bit fishy about this.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he's in that position.
What? Why wouldn't he?
Exactly that.
Why wouldn't he do that? So he wants to keep Blackburn up.
Exactly.
Right? Why wouldn't he
give them the best and give the best opportunity of survival?
That's not his fault.
No. And also, he's the Northern Ireland manager, so it's up to him. He can do what he wants.
Also, the game meant nothing.
No.
Right? So, if I was in there, damn right, I'd be doing exactly the same.
Makes me laugh, though. I think you're just throwing out that 10 minutes, isn't he? Just throwing it out there. Do you know what? Just so people don't do what they do. What we're doing right now is throwing out that little 10 minutes to go.
Go warm up.
Well, actually, look. It's not me. Look, I'm putting him on.
I played him.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
What do you reckon the instructions were to one of his Blackburn players for 10 minutes?
Don't sprint. Don't tackle. Just stay in shape.
Just run. Just jog.
You jog. Yeah, just get back into shape early and just, you know what I mean? Don't overcommit.
Just jog enough that you don't need to have a shower after the game.
Yeah, don't sprint over. We don't have hamstrings and that's cold and that. Do you know what I mean? To relax.
I haven't got a problem with it at all.
I haven't, but I understand why people would be like, in second year, but this is the problem you have. When you have dual management in terms of this type of situation, then...
Because if it was the other way round, if he played some Blackburn players and one got injured for a big game at the weekend...
People would go, why are you playing him for? Blackburn fans would be going, is he sure? He's our manager, him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So he can't win.
No.
Right? He's got to make sure he just doesn't lose.
It's so funny the way they've gone about that, though.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Listen, I support him. I think O'Neill's done exactly the right thing.
Yeah.
I'd do that.
It's never so much just the right thing, but in the position that he's in, he has managed to get himself into a position where he can affect what's going on around him.
Try and affect it, yeah.
Yes. And now he's giving himself the best opportunity of Blackburn staying in the league.
Yeah.
I ain't got a problem with that.
No, I ain't got a problem with that at all. All right, get off his case. Still to come, we'll be looking ahead to Chisora against Wild at Live on the Zone this weekend. But first, no Googling. Last one of the day. We want to know which two goalkeepers share the record for the most clean sheets at a World Cup. 10 each. Not in one World Cup, in all the times they've been to a World Cup.
Wow.
Okay? Who are they? The answer to that, IMDb, coming up as well. So we'll find out what movies Bentley's been watching. And Billy comes in for the end of show quiz. Just 30 minutes left. I mean, it's flown by today. All of that and more is coming up after this.
Tuchel was asked about Arsenal's 10 international withdrawals, including Rice and Saka. He admitted he understood the look of it, unquote, but defended his England duo over their injury issues, revealing Rice has been playing, quotes, at 70% for some time because of his continued discomfort. Tuchel says everyone can do the math, and it's a lot of players, of course, and during this situation, it looks a bit suspicious. He says, I understand the look of it. I still have 100% trust in the honesty of Saka and Declan. We did medical tests. I saw them. I've no reason to believe that Declan is not honest with me. I've no reason to believe Bukayo is not honest. Asked specifically which injury Rice was nursing, Tuchel said, I'm not sure if I want to give it away. I think Arsenal wouldn't be happy if I gave it away. But he feels a discomfort for a while. He's playing through it. Tuchel said it was up to Arsenal, Danny, to decide for themselves how much risk they're taking by playing Rice. And he added, I'm not willing to take this risk for my key player. I mean, at the business end of the season, and this is where we're at, do these situations call for a common sense approach from international managers like Tuchel?
Yeah, common sense sounds. I think it makes absolute sense that if he's got one of his best players saying they're not quite fully fit, go and rest up, go back to your club. I think that's he's looking after himself. He's looking after his squad. He's doing the right thing by the player.
Last night's defeat to Japan might have been a negative end to an uninspiring international break, but here's some good news from Danny Murphy.
I think the biggest difference for me is that when I've seen England play, although against poor opposition for the majority of it, they are more front foot. They are more high energy with him. You're not going to get this pragmatist, boring, negative football that we saw in the last tournament.
Murphy says Jude Bellingham should be the next man up should Harry Kane be unavailable. Elsewhere, Harry Maguire could be at risk of an extended suspension following his red card at Bournemouth. He's been charged by the FA with improper conduct towards the fourth official and has till tomorrow to provide a response. Now, Roberto Zerbi starts life at Tottenham with some bad news. Pap Sarr's joined their long injury list. Meanwhile, former Spurs striker Jermaine Defoe's been speaking for the first time as a manager.
Just being in that environment for me is something that I've always wanted, something that I've always loved. But yeah, I think you've got to enjoy it. This is something that I've always wanted. You have to embrace it. I've waited a long time, to be honest. I've done all the courses, I've put in the hours, and now it's here. I'm gonna enjoy this.
He's taken over National League Woking and is desperate to get going. Get more on all of that on the website at talksport.com.
Always wanted to play the drums. Have you ever tried?
I used to play the drums.
No, I mean with drumsticks.
Yeah, I used to, because I wasn't naughty in school, but me and my home economics teacher didn't get on.
What was his name?
Her name, I think her name was Mrs. Bennett, if I can remember. Didn't get on at all. The moment I stepped foot in the class, it was just like heads banging against each other.
Right.
So they started taking drum lessons instead of home economics.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Can you play the drums?
Not anymore.
Oh, that's a shame. For the break, ask the question, which two goalkeepers share the record for the most clean sheets at a World Cup? 10.
Buffon.
No.
Casillas.
No.
Neuer.
France.
French.
Yeah.
Lloris.
No. Man United.
Barthez.
Yeah. England.
Shilton.
Yeah.
We played about 4 of them.
You did, yeah. 82, 86 and 90.
I'm going that.
82, 86, 90. Is that right? 3?
Oh, Pele's the only person to win 3 World Cups. That's when you think about that. He won 3.
62.
58, 62,
Oh, yeah,
70.
yeah. Yeah, that is insane, isn't it?
Insane.
Someone must have won 2, right? No?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
They won 2 World Cups. Brazil player must have done.
No. Ronaldo's won 2. R9. He was there in 94. Didn't play a minute.
Oh, yeah.
But he won it, and he won in 2002.
Yeah.
But he could have gone 3 because they went 98. They went 94. 98 lost to France.
Yeah.
Won 2002.
Yeah.
Go on, the Brazilians.
For us at 7, Hugh will be hosting kickoff.
Why do you always do this? I say all the time I finish at 7 like you.
Like me?
Yes.
Or Hugh?
Not me. You. I finish at 7.
Wozencroft.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. He has alongside him former Wales defender Ashley Williams alongside him in the studio.
Oh, no.
That'd be good. Man United, they're currently taking on Bayern Munich in the Women's Champions League. Angelina Kelly's watching for talkSPORT.
Half-time, and it's Bayern Munich 0, Manchester United 1. An impressive start from United as Melvin Mallard put them ahead in the 11th minute as she drove into the box, weaved around Bayern keeper Enema Mutovic and struck the ball low into an empty net. United had an array of chances, and you have to question if they should have capitalised on their dominance as Bayern did grow into the game as we edge towards the end of this first half. Half-time, it's Bayern Munich 0, Manchester United 1, 3-3 on aggregate.
Good stuff. Right, time now for this.
Couldn't really sleep, so I put on Moonraker. I'm in the middle of rewatching Spartacus. Watch a bit of Trisha in the morning. IMDb.
Yes, this is our brand new feature, IMDb, where every Wednesday, our very own Darren Bent, DB, talks us through what he's been watching when he wakes up at 2 a.m. and can't go back to sleep. You right, DB?
Not bad, you?
Now, last week on IMDb, Bentley gave us Lake Placid, and he gave it a solid ranking of 7.2 out of 10.
Remember, that's the ranking of it at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, or 2 o'clock in the morning. Is it 4 or 2?
It's usually 4.
Well, okay, 4 o'clock. Bentley, what have you been watching this week?
Well, do you know what? So the new Anaconda film came out, and I put that on.
The new Anaconda movie?
Yeah, so the first one was with Jennifer Lopez and
Right.
Ice Cube.
Okay.
The second one was with a whole bunch of people. I can't remember hardly any of their names, but that was decent.
Yeah.
And I watched the new one with Jack Black and Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd. Okay, yeah, no, I like
Ant-Man.
Paul Rudd. What?
Ant-Man.
Anchorman?
Ant-Man.
I think he's in Anchorman as well.
Yeah, he might be, but I know him as Ant-Man.
Okay.
Yeah, it was actually
about?
What do you think?
No, but what's it about compared
basically,
to the other two?
Right, so this one was about Jack Black and Paul Rudd want to make an Anaconda film. Like they make references to the first one. So they're like, well, do you know what? Let's make an Anaconda film, right?
Oh, okay, that sounds quite fun.
Yeah, so they obviously go to the Amazon, which is in Brazil, right?
Is it?
Yeah, I'm sure the Amazon's in Brazil.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've just been.
Yeah. Goes to Brazil, and they go to make it, right? So they hire a snake expert.
This sounds quite funny.
Yeah, they hire a snake expert who's got a massive snake, right?
Jeez, if we can say something else there, yeah.
Yeah, massive snake.
How big's his snake?
Oh, it's like a huge, it's like a normal size anaconda, big old thing.
What do you mean he's got one? What?
Like he looks after it.
Oh right, okay.
Right.
Not in a swamp.
Yeah, but Paul Rudd accidentally kills it. So that's the only spoil I'm going to give you.
Okay.
So they're like, oh my god, what are we going to do now?
We need to get a replacement.
But on the loose, which they don't know about, is an anaconda. Now the only thing about this anaconda, like I get it, it's a movie. This one's huge, man.
How big is it? Now, last time you told us that an alligator was 100 metres long.
Yeah, no, but this one, I'm telling you now.
How big is it?
About 50 metres, man. It's massive.
50 metres.
And the head is like, I promise you, like a big old.
How big's the head?
Huge.
Go on, compare it to something. You know the cockerel White Hart Lane on the stadium?
No, man, that's a poor analogy. It's like, the head's the size of a car, like a Ford Fiesta.
Wow, that's a big head.
Yeah, it's a big old head. But it's funny, yeah, and it's about can they escape it, can they kill it, can they get out of the jungle? It's really good.
Okay, so the first Anaconda isn't a comedy.
No, the first one's not. It's about.
This sounds like a comedy.
Yeah, it's comedy. It's got Jack Black in it and Paul Rudd.
Oh, this sounds like I would enjoy that, and I don't usually enjoy stupid films like
No,
this.
it's got Tandy Newton as well.
Oh, she's great. She was in Mission Impossible.
Correct. Which one?
Midnight Storm.
No, which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, I know what she does in it. She ends up in a bath with Tom Cruise when they're trying to steal the thing.
Which one is it?
3.
2.
Ghost Protocol.
2. Ghost Protocol's 4.
Oh,
it's 2. I've just told you.
Yeah, but what's it called?
It's called Mission Impossible 2.
Revenge of the Sith.
I can't remember what 2's called. I think it's just called MI2.
No,
No,
they're all called something. D.
No, 1, 2, and 3 are just 1, 2, and 3. Then it's Ghost Protocol, it's 4. Then it's Fallout is 6.
Right.
Rogue Nation.
I'll tell you my favourite one is with the Superman fella.
Yeah, that's Fallout. That's Fallout.
He does that when he goes in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
my favourite is 2.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Sandy Newton.
Yeah, that's
Oh, right,
unbelievable.
okay.
But yeah, it's a good watch actually.
What's Sandy doing this?
She's like part of the crew. They're all. There's like 4 or 5 of them that are friends, and they kind of grew up together. And Sandy Newton's a friend of.
All right. And you watched this when? This morning?
Yeah, last night. Well, this morning.
This
Yeah.
morning. Okay. Do you watch it all?
Nah, I finished it when I woke up.
Do you turn it off, or do you just fall asleep?
I just fall asleep and just let it keep playing.
That's insane, D.
I know. But
you like that as a kid?
No, I only started doing that more so as I kind of got older. Where it was Bonds, wasn't it? Bonds was the one, man.
Yeah.
Every night I'd watch one and then put one on to fall asleep to.
You know, normal people, if they wake up in the middle of the night, just go back to sleep.
Yeah, no, it's not me. That.
And your wife does that as well.
Yeah, I need noise.
Here's a question for you. About 6 months ago, me and my wife, for the first time ever, right?
Yeah.
Both sat up at exactly the same time in the middle of the night to go to the toilet. We both sat up, looked at each other, and just laughed. Right?
Yeah.
Now that is insane. You didn't know the other one was awake, and you went and you both looked at each other to go to the toilet. Right? Which is nuts.
Yeah.
Have you and your wife ever sat up at the same time, or has she ever gone? Oh, you're watching this movie, Volcano?
No, never.
Did she ever wake up when you're watching the movie?
No, she'll wake up, have a little look at the TV, and go back to sleep.
Okay.
Volcano will be on the horizon soon. Or Dante's Peak. Great film, that.
Okay. What will you give that mark? So Lake Placid was 7.2 out of 10.
I'll give this one probably about 6.5.
6.5 or 4 or 3?
6.3.
6.3 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
For 4 a.m. For 4 a.m. 6.3.
Okay. That was today's IMDb. There'll be another one of them next week. Right, this Saturday, an icon will forwards Derek Chisora collides with the bronze bomber Deontay Wilder. Let's look ahead to that one now with our friends at DAZN.
Big fight build-up on talkSPORT with DAZN. Watch Derek Chisora versus Deontay Wilder this Saturday, only on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com.
Yeah, Chisora takes on Wilder this weekend at the O2 Arena. It's live on DAZN. The open workouts have just been taking place, actually, today. We can head over there now and speak to talkSPORT's answer to Dick and Dom. You can make your mind up as to which one's Dom. Spencer Oliver and Gareth A. Davis join us, boys.
Hello. How are we, guys?
Yeah, we're good. Why is there such a big gap between you? Have you had a row, you two?
Yeah, we're always rowing. Listen, we're here at the workouts, as you rightly say. We've just had one of those icons sitting between us, which is why there was a gap.
Okay.
Deontay Wilder's been with us for the last 10 minutes. We got him commenting, by the way. You've had Moses Itauma. Great interview earlier, guys, with Moses Itauma. And obviously he's picked Derek Chisora to win. But Deontay says, I get it. You know, you're going to go with your British guy. So he's in a great frame of mind. He's ready for Saturday night. It's the most important fight of his career. And he's been a great fighter for a decade.
He has, and he also understands that he's got to prove himself, you know, off the back of the defeats to Joseph Parker and Zhele Zhang. He knows now that it's his time to prove himself, and he wants to do that against Derek Chisora. You know, 50th fight for both of these guys, a lot on the line, and they're both going to be very emotional come Saturday night.
Spencer, got to ask you then, because there would have been a time where this fight would have gone ahead and everyone would have said Wilder will win this, it'll stop him. But since then, obviously, it's not quite gone that way. Do you think that trilogy with Tyson Fury has taken it all out of Deontay Wilder?
It's definitely taken a lot out of him, and it took a lot out of Tyson Fury as well, didn't it? You know, trilogies do that. You know, we've seen that in history before with Fraser and Ali and all that. Some fighters are never the same again after hard fights like that. And I think that is evident with Deontay Wilder. We've seen nothing to suggest that Deontay Wilder is the fighter that he was before that trilogy, Gareth, with Tyson Fury.
Yeah, and he's 40 years old, so when you get to that stage as a fighter, you are on the last knockings. Look, what he's got, 97% knockout ratio in his wins in his career. He's one of the hardest hitting heavyweights of all time. And that's what he's hoping for on Saturday night, Benty, that when he goes out there, he can produce another one of those fireworks and with his fists, and another cannonball punch to put Derek Chisora away. Because believe me, if he knocks out Derek Chisora, he was about to have a fight with Alexander Usyk. Usyk wanted to close the era with a fight against one of the big names from the era, or the last big name from the era, and we will definitely see him calling out Anthony Joshua next if he defeats Derek Chisora, which he can do, even though I have Derek as a marginal favourite.
Spence, Itauma also said that he doesn't expect Derek Chisora to retire after this fight, irrelevant of what happens. What's your view on that?
Well, I'm with that. You know, I know Derek Chisora. I've known him since he was a kid. I've seen him, you know, grow as a fighter, and I know that he loves the pound note as well. And listen, if Derek Chisora beats Deontay Wilder on Saturday night, like many people feel that he will now, I can't believe we're having this conversation, by the way. 3 years ago, you wouldn't have even let him in the same ring together. But Derek will start the favourite, and I know that there'll be too much of a temptation for Derek Chisora to retire off the back of beating Deontay Wilder.
Look, you've got to make Derek a minor favourite because he's coming off the back of fantastic victories against Otto Wallin and Joe Joyce, where he levelled above expectation. If he wins on Saturday night, he's got the option to walk away. If he loses, he walks away anyway. But if he's got the option, if he wins, he's adamant that this is it, by the way, saying behind the scenes that he can't do the camps anymore, he can't do the sparring anymore. But if he gets a chance to fight Usyk for the world title, if he gets another big chance, say, against Fabio Wardley, if he defends the WBO title, he ain't going to say no for 5 to 8 million.
Well, Spence, that was going to be my next question, because if Derek wins or Deontay Wilder wins, I know Derek's never been a world champion, but Deontay has. Can you see either of these guys, regardless who wins, ever becoming world champion again?
Well, listen, we don't know what's going to happen with the titles, do we? The titles will fragment because Alexander Usyk won't be able to, you know, mandate all of those titles. So if they do fragment, this is for the IBF #1 position. So they will get that world title shot, depending on who that's against, depending on how they come through this fight. Then, you know, never say never. I think it's Derek Chisora has been great in the build-up with this one, by the way, by saying this, that it's my 50th and it's over. He's taken all the pressure away from himself. And Deontay Wilder, who me and Gareth just interviewed, says, listen, it's not 50 and out for me. I know that I'm going to win the fight. I know I'm continuing. But Derek, psychological battles that he's been doing here, talking about retirement, takes all the pressure away from him, Gareth.
Yeah.
That's a genius move.
It is taking the pressure off himself, but I think Deontay's putting the pressure on himself. You can feel it. He's sitting here beside us. There's a mood about him. I mean, he loves both of us. We get on very well with him. But there's a mood about his body, isn't there, and about his emotionality, and I love it.
Spence, the last word from both of you, and if it can just be 1 or 2 words, that'd be great, because we're a bit over. Who wins and how?
I think that Derek Chisora wins, and I think he grinds out a late stoppage or points.
Wilder early or Chisora late.
Okay, boys, you look incredibly handsome together.
Spence.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on. Have a good evening, boys.
Cheers.
What are you doing tonight? What are you up to?
We're watching the workouts. We're watching the
workouts, guys. Yeah.
Right, imagine how embarrassing.
Going home, we got an early night because we got a busy week, by the way. Busy week.
Imagine how difficult that would have been with a delay. Thanks, boys. See you soon. That was a look ahead to Chisora against Wilder with our friends at DAZN. Don't forget, of course, you can watch it live this Saturday only on DAZN. Buy it now at DAZN.com.
Big fight build-up on talkSPORT with DAZN. Watch Derek Chisora versus Deontay Wilder this Saturday only on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com.
Just quickly, more action in the Women's Champions League tonight. Arsenal head to Chelsea. The Moose is watching for talkSPORT. He's got the team news. Moose.
Good evening. Welcome to Stamford Bridge, where Arsenal will defend a 3-1 lead in this second leg of the quarter-final. Both sides go strong. Chelsea with Hampton in goal, Carpenter, Buchanan, Berman and Bronze across the back, Nuskin, Cuthbert the skipper and Walsh. Then it's Thompson, Sam Kerr back and Lauren James. As for Arsenal, Van Domtelaar's in goal, Fox, Wubbemoy, Catlin, McCabe is a back four. Then it'll be Little and probably Caldente, I would think, as a 2, with Russo just ahead of them and a front 3 of Ford and Smith either side of Blackstenius. No away goals here, so Chelsea have to at least win by 2 to take it to extra time. And we start at 8.
Thanks, Moose. We finish at 7. And when we come back, we'll be finishing up with the end of show quiz.
Cheers, pal. See you soon.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, we're still on air.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, our pleasure. One more Billy in the studio in just a moment. Fade it down next time, Jack.
wanted to talk about Marc Cucurella, actually,
Yes.
because twice in 2 days he's hit the headlines. He was talking about saying that it would be so difficult to turn down Barcelona if they called, but he's now criticised the sacking of former manager Enzo Maresca and the club's transfer policy. On the sacking, he said, the moment Enzo Maresca left, it had a big impact on us. If you asked me, I would not have made this decision. Not positive if you're Liam Rosenior reading that, is it?
I don't know what's going on at Chelsea, my former club. I don't know.
There's a few players now, isn't there? Cole Palmer's been linked to a move. We've got Cucurella, obviously Enzo Fernandez with Real Madrid.
Well, let's get it right, okay? And Ali, jump in on this. You've been a manager. One of your Rangers players, is quite vocal about he'd love a move and the previous manager was better than you. How are you going to react to that?
Oh, he's getting the curly finger. Here, come here, you. Office. Oh, he's getting the curly finger. I need a word with you. Sit down there. It's got
You wouldn't do it, would you?
No. I think it's disrespectful.
Absolutely.
Right. I think it's disrespectful. I really do. I mean, you don't want the manager coming out and saying, right, I'm going to get rid of him straight away when I come in. That you can't have it that way either. There has to be a mutual respect, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how the questions came about. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Particularly in international.
Of course.
Jarman talkSPORT. It's your favourite two, Goldstein and Bent. From us at 7. Hugh will be hosting kickoff.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Do it again.
Hugh will be hosting kickoff.
No, I'm not. I'm here with you. I finished at 7.
Good work. Tonight he's got Wales defender Ashley Williams.
A good show, that.
Will be a good show. I'm looking forward to seeing what Ashley's going to say. Billy in the studio in a sec. First, United there in action against Bayern Munich, the Women's Champions League. Angelina Kelly can tell us more.
It's Bayern Munich 0, Manchester United 1. Bayern have started this second half in control, testing United keeper Fallon Tullis-Joyce from a corner in the opening minutes. United's defence overall looks strong, but this will be a test of their endurance, especially considering that the Red Devils have only 4 outfield players to choose from on their bench. It's Bayern Munich 0, Manchester United 1, 3-3 on aggregate.
Thank you for that, Angelina. One more. Billy's in the studio, everyone. Sadly, it'll be Billy's last ever show because Billy has been getting bullied by Darren Bent when he comes into the show.
Hey, listen, don't start them rumours, please.
It's true.
No, I don't bully no one in the workplace, thank you.
Well, you do. You jab him with a pen because you don't get asked a question.
And you throw an iPad at him. So
well, it's not at him, it's in his direction. Yeah. You up, one word? What have you been up to today?
Loads. Really busy.
Saw you watching Friends.
Yeah.
What episode are you on?
The one where, actually the last one, she got off the plane.
Oh, wow,
so happy days. And now I'll just probably cycle back to the beginning.
Yes, sir. There was 6 people watching with you.
Yeah.
Name them.
Luke was there.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot the doing the gag.
What are we doing today?
Guess the intro. Quick guess the intro.
Oh. Love that, Billy. Shut your face.
You'll hear the first second or so of a song.
Yeah, I get it. And we guess the intro. Yeah, fine.
And,
stop ad-libbing.
Yeah. What?
Sorry. Ad-libbing, Bill.
We can. You can't.
Need the song and artist.
Yeah, I know, Bill. Just
ready?
Get on with it.
Andy, you ready?
Yeah, born ready. Amy Winehouse, Back to Black.
Yeah, good start.
1-0.
It makes me question whether you tell the answers before.
Unbelievable work. I swear to God. That's unbelievable work, D. Benny, you ready?
See, he's laughing. Hey, wait, what are you laughing at? Do it again, please, Jack.
It's tough, man.
Atomic Kitten. I've no idea.
Not a bad guess.
Go on.
Spice Girls. Stop. Wish you'd stop, Bill.
You gave me a long time. Seriously? Spice Girls?
Thought you'd get that. Andy, round 2, you ready?
All ready. One more time.
That's nothing.
Elton John, I guess why they call it the blues.
Yeah, very good.
Wow.
Between you and me, I could honestly say
2-0, DB.
But only get better.
Here we go, Pet Shop Boys or something. Go on.
What's wrong with them?
All right, listen to them.
Here we go.
Oh, it's not. Oh.
I know that is.
All right, when it's not Niles Barkley, is it? All right. I'm gonna go Niles Barkley, but I have no idea what the tune is.
Here's Niles Barkley.
I remember when.
No, it's called Crazy.
2-0.
Yeah. Game over.
You see that? He's losing 2-0. Don't care.
I do care, Bill.
That's why he didn't make it to the top.
I do care. I do care.
Go on then, Bill.
Here we go, round 3.
House of Fun Madness.
Yeah.
Someone's telling you. No, I don't believe you. Or Bill's told you before.
On my kid's life.
I haven't. No.
On my kid's life.
3-0.
I've never swear on my kid's life. That is unbelievable knowledge. I swear to God.
Unbelievable knowledge if you know it before you start. Yeah.
No. I've just sworn to you.
Yeah.
All right? Smash your face in.
Benny, for a bit of pride, have we got time?
Last one. We got the last one.
Right. Marvin Gaye.
I'm well done. What's it called?
Let's make sexual healing.
Sexual feeling.
Healing.
Feeling.
Healing.
What's it called, Billy?
Yeah, sexual
feeling.
Sexual
Feeling.
Sexual
feeling.
I like
Let's go out on sexual feeling. Me and DB will be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
No, we won't.
Billy, what? Oh, yeah, you're on it. I'm with Stuart Pearce. Billy, why don't you say goodnight to everyone?
Good night, everyone.
sexual healing, baby.
But we know the bulk of his squad, don't we? If you say,
well, you got the obvious ones, right?
Yes.
Of course, right? The main 11, you'd probably say almost picks itself. But then, you know, you got to take 26, and you are going to need these players.
I don't think Harry Maguire's done himself any harm over the last 2 games, actually.
No, the number 10 position for me is scary fault.
That is not, well...
Has Cole Palmer done enough in this England, in the last 2 camps to warrant being on the bench?
This is what annoys me about you. Why the last... It's not just these last 2 games. It's the last